Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show for you tonight. It's about 3 hours of incredible jewelry, and we've got so many exciting premieres for you, lots of affordable. We even have some very special Blue Wing Block D as we are getting ready to say farewell to this material. Not a lot left, so we are very excited to have a couple more stones here today. They are generally in the bigger size for you, but really incredible stones. We're going to see those on the way. Plus, we have a new style of yellow diamond because we call this What's New Wednesday. So, of course, a lot of brand new on the way for you, brand new designs, brand new concepts, and we even have some gorgeous Tanzanite drop earrings. I know those have been going very, very quickly of late. So we'll see a couple of pairs of those, from bigger trillions to some fancy cuts for you. And we've even got some of the rarest stones in the world that are actually on a huge discount today, like Alexandrite, yellow sapphire, beautiful Paraiba, kunzite stones, amazing. We even have leopard print in an earring though, so that is very exciting. Those have only been on once before, and they've got a discount from where they were, and I know they were popular back when they debuted. So if you love the color of leopard, I know that was always one of my favorite colors. Really, my favorite colors are leopard and sparkle. So I think that, you know, it's really that kind of thing where if you really are, my divas out there, that love a little high style, then how about some leopard print and diamonds? And that's what we're going to do. Very challenging to create, but we've done it for you, as well as we got some requests here. So Linda D, if you're ready, to got some Tanzanites and some opal to show you. And I know Pamela, whenever you're ready, we've got a special piece of aqua that you've had your eye on. So this is a great time. It is really, as we get towards the end of January, and of course Tucson right around the corner, so we have a lot of exciting new that's going to be debuting over the next few weeks, and just really thrilled to bring you so much new that we have in this show. And let us know what requests you might have as well. So, and again, Linda, whenever you're ready, please give me a call, because I won't just assume you're here unless I know that we've heard from you. And you know what else is cool about today? We're going to see aqua earrings that are really, really affordable. It's a style that's not usually affordable. Today it is. And then we have pink diamonds. Pink diamonds in, almost all of that ring you're seeing from a distance is pink diamonds. So very special, very large individual stones. That's going to be priced like never before. So we have that on the way. And then wait till you see one of our most exciting Blue Wing Block Ds. It's not just because of the stone being as museum level as it is, but it's also this incredible mounting you're going to see with it. Princess cuts, big round brilliant diamonds. It is spectacular. So we're going to see that on the way as well, in addition to a lot more. So get ready. There's even our largest gold quartz in a ring here. That's pretty exciting as well. Large gold quartz, and you're thinking, okay, probably 4 carats, 5 carats. It's almost 26 carats in a gold quartz. That would mean there's probably more gold in the stone than there is in the ring that makes it. So that's going to be here as well. If you've been waiting for the ultimate high level in gold quartz, that is the one I would recommend for you. So you'll see that shortly. So we're going to start the show with a really incredible, it is a special stone. This is our yellow sapphire. I know we see very few. And when they get into big sizes, they get really pricey. We understand that. This one's not so much. We know we start the show in some incredible ways, right? Let's take a look at this. This is going to be our first item of a big Wednesday here that we have on tap for you. And so many special items. And I am just really excited you're with us. So we can hopefully help you find whatever there is that you need in jewelry. Well, we start with 1122653. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow sapphire. It looks for the world like a yellow diamond, except here's the kicker. It's a 187 stone. I don't have a 187 diamond. I don't have a 187 yellow diamond at all. This is it. This is the way to get it. This is a beauty. It is fabulous color. It really has the shine and the brilliance of a diamond, but it's all unheated. This got no treatment, no heating, no help whatsoever. And yet look at the colors it's achieved. And wait till you see it on the hand, because when you see it on the hand, you get to see it move a little bit more. And you really get to see how it is going to resemble so strongly to what we would see in a beautiful lighter yellow diamond. It also is 45 points in diamonds on the sides. They lean all the way, they come all the way up. You see how it goes side to side. So even when your hand is turned all the way to the side, you still see those diamonds. That's your double row. That leads up to this platform up top, which is really like a 3-stone style. Your center oval surrounded by a halo. Then you've got your side stones here and here, and it looks fabulous in every way, but it's still really wearable and, might I add, stackable. Yes. Oh, good. Did she have any preference on what to see when, or just show them all? You got it, Linda. I'm so glad you're with us today, and we'll show you. I'll get started with that opal pendant next for you. But this one's going to be going out very, very, very quickly. We know that. We know it will because yellow sapphire. If that were $39.99, because it's so seldom seen, that would be a value where we would see it go out the door typically, right? But because it's early on and it's our first item of our Wednesday, we really want to wow you and show you what's in store for the entire night. We're going to bring this down to an all-time low, and keep in mind, you can be changed in the gold color, so if it's not perfect in the yellow gold, don't sweat it. We can do the white or the rose gold for you as well. So that is not a problem, but we have got a beautiful value to get started. This is a major, almost 2-carat stone. It's always unique to see the sapphires in particular. Any color of sapphire that's unheated is super rare, and then you've got almost a 1/2 carat in diamonds as well. So just beautiful. Look at me, as I move it around to the side, I want you to see how clean it is, because usually the heating would not only help the color out if it had heating, but it would also help the clarity out a little bit too. And here you can see it as it moves side to side. You can still see all the clarity from every single facet of that stone. We love it. But it's also going to be, watch this, $999 for the first caller. There's only one. So that's a very exciting piece. Then we're going to get to a gorgeous opal that has been so dramatically reduced, Linda. I love this one because it's one of our best opals, but it's a necklace. And then we've got 2 blue wing block Ds that are, I will tell you, we share the same taste because one of them is my absolute all-time favorite in emerald cuts. And we'll have that for you besides the bridge one that's already gone. We have a really, really special emerald cut for you. And then we're going to see a cushion cut and some blue wing block Ds. So that's going to be all on the way, but let me know who would like this one. Change the gold. Again, not a mounting where you see a lot of the gold. I will tell you that. You see mostly diamonds. That's what you see straight up, and it is really, really, really important. So there it is, and that's going to be only for one caller. So we've got, of course, a chance for you to pick it up still if you'd like to. Please feel free to, and then you want to be the first caller. That's what's crucial there, because obviously only one. Now let's start with this opal. This opal is really stunning, and I want to show you up close. And this one I have a feeling is not going to need much of that. You know how we always give that kind of admonishment of, okay, it's not going to look as good on TV. This one already looks pretty amazing. Let's zoom back so you can see it's a very large stone. It's got a ton of color to it. There's these really big, I would say most of the stone is really surface shine is showing reds here, but it's going to be a fabulous 1112 2057. And this has this gorgeous floral design around it. Now this is a pendant with a chain. So we're going to give you the whole necklace here, but it's going to be a 202, and it's all set in 18-karat solid white gold. Now it's a designer piece, stays as is. There are actually bales all the way around it. So if you look at the side here of the basket, see how open it is? So actually I invite you to wear it like I'm holding it. Obviously we have the chain at the very top point so that it would sit north to south. But if you want to, you can put the chain through any number of the different angles around, because that's why that's intentionally done that way. So if you want to wear it east to west, you can. If you want to wear it a little on diagonal, you can. Play with it. Maybe play with the neckline that you're wearing that day, but it's a 202, and yes, it's still going to look even more incredible in person. But you see, it's got blues, aquas, purples, greens, reds, yellows, pinks, hot, hot, hot. Look at that. Look at that, how it goes from really the blue-green, the cool colors, to the warmer tones right here like a hologram. And it's our 18-karat gold with 37 points in diamonds. Now let's show you from a distance away. We're going to throw in this chain, which is the smooth, strong box link that I think we really will enjoy. Now, of course, that chain is coming with it. It's going to be adjustable as well. This chain is not a throwaway chain. That chain is 18-karat gold as well. And then look at this. It's got the spring ring closure, and do you see that little bar or that little bead and then that little end cap? That's going to be allowing you to actually take it anywhere shorter than 18 inches. So if you want to wear it a little bit shorter against the neckline, you certainly can. And this can be a chain you take right off this pendant and use with many, many others as well. So keep that in mind. Let's show you as far as the size and the length here. And remember how important it is to be on the phone lines early when you see something you love, because even though it's a request, it's open to the first caller that says yes. It's going to be 1 inch top to bottom in the pendant itself. Then, of course, the length is going to be depending on where you wear that chain, which I'll show you now. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, just so you can see. I mean, again, already a little lower light, so you're seeing a little bit more of the colors there from a distance away. That is not shying away, right? You get all the big, bold, bright colors we love. And it's also going to be, I love the slinky nature of this chain. It's a smooth, completely like slicked, polished, beautiful chain. So you'll love wearing it. It doesn't catch on anything. It's a great chain to be your workhorse for all your white metal pendants, to be quite honest. And we're going to make it less than, because you might remember this one when it debuted, it was $49.99. Now it's a lot less. Here it is on the hand one more time, then we'll take it up close for you. Boy, those reds are really powerful. They tend to come through first and foremost, but it's not even going to be, how about this? It's not even $2,000. That's already well over half off and far below where it should be. And guess what we're going to do instead of even $19.99? It's a huge value. Then we've got 2 Tanzanites to show you. It's a beauty, no doubt. That is a 2-carat O2 that looks like a 4 or 5 or 6 carat all day. That's what opals do, but we're actually making it better than $18.99 or $18.88 or even $17.99. This is a huge value right now, and we're going to make it only $17.77. Remember, everything from the pendant to the chain is 18 karat solid gold as well. So you get a very, very enormously pretty stone there. And we'll take it one more time up close for you as well, so you can see just all those colors and the pattern that's happening within that stone, and see how, again, changing from the blues to the greens to the purples, and then your reds and pinks, oranges and yellows, it's all happening. So really stunning stone all together, $17.77. Then, Linda, I heard you wanted to see a couple of Tanzanites. We're going to start with the big one. It's one of our best left. It's a 16 karat 14. So that's going to be coming up next in the emerald cut. It is just as good as it gets in a Tanzanite, but that is a must-have. And so first color to get it, I love the florals. It's florals and leaf-like design. And again, let me remind you, wear it any way you want to, any direction you want to, east, west, north, south, or at a diagonal. It's totally up to you, but what a great stone that is. All right, so coming up, sounds like that one may be going. Let's get to this one. It's the Tanzanite. It's 111-6849, just one of the best we've ever had. Boy, we were just zoomed back a long way to get that entire pendant in the shot. And this needs every bit of that room here because it's a super elongated. Now, I know the nature of an emerald cut is to be more elongated than most stones, but this one a little bit more accentuated. It is a longer than normal emerald cut. So it really makes a bold statement. It's just stunning. It's like the skyscraper of stones. Do you have the opal? Thank you. Opal piece is gone. Jason, what can I help you with? Oh, you wanted the opal too? Oh no. Yellow sapphire, the ring is still available from the very first item if you want to grab that, but opal is now, oof, a lot of people on that one. That's why, again, we encourage you to dial early when you see something you love, and that way you're there before the price even gets up there, because there is a little delay with the broadcast. So, you know, some of your fellow shoppers might know that already and they call in real early. But here it is, a special 1614 on this one. And it's a beauty, isn't it? Isn't that a great look? So it's a super special stone. It's obviously got all the reds, which wait till we can move it around a little bit more for you and show you all the different angles so that you can really appreciate the colors, because yes, it's our richest blues and purples, but there's plenty. There they are. Plenty of reds coming through. There they all are. Look at that. Sheets of red. You'll see it even more so when you see it on the hand, but take note, there are 2 very large trillion cuts around it. That's going to be 53 points in just your 2. So over, boy, even from the sides, we're going all the way to the edge. I'm trying to show you the diamonds. But do you find at home that you're distracted by the reds coming through the side of the stone as well? Because I am. And that is where, again, wanted to show off these really beautiful trillion cuts you have there, but it's true. From every single angle, you're seeing those bright sheets of red color coming through. But those are special diamonds as well. Over a 1/4 carat. They're each over 26 points. Let's try it on, though, so you can see how beautiful and elongated. Well, of course, there's not much of a prettier ring I don't think you can wear as far as elongation. You know, that really flattering style to wear on the hand. It's a little too big for me. But again, when you get that true to size, it stays right centered up on your finger, right where it should, right for the whole world to see when you see those beautiful gleaming tones and colors and neon. So that's going to be our 1614, really enormous diamonds. Of course, we wanted to keep it more simple and just put the 3-stone style together so that it doesn't create any more length than the stone's already giving, because then it might be a little bit impractical to wear. So we kept it really simple, but still don't look at that diamond weight and evaluate it like you would if it were lots of little diamonds, because it's only 2 huge diamonds, and this one's got a great value. It was $19,999. This is one of our museum reserves, so I'm not sure if that's doesn't look like that's input in our system, but I want to make sure you're aware of that, is that it is museum reserve. I just cannot help myself. Look at that stone, right? When you see directly into that stone and you see the colors you're getting, I mean, this is really, honestly, we've seen emerald cuts, but we have to point out here, and for those of you that have watched the show and seen any amount of the 5 years now worth of blue wing block Ds we've had, you know this. There haven't been any other emerald cuts that look like this. There have been no other stones that give you this dramatic proportion like this. Nothing else does this. This is a one of its kind. This is truly, here we are at the end of all the blue wing block D collection in its entirety, and yet this is one of the most special stones and cuts we've ever seen. And how is this happening? You're not even paying $99.99 today. and it stays in the white gold, unless you absolutely insist. I think with those big trillion cuts, you probably want to leave it in the white gold. That would be my recommendation, but it's up to you there. And we're going to make sure it's really, really affordable, and not even $99.99 affordable, but actually even more so. So thrilled for whoever gets this. It's obviously, you know, you can't wait on these stones any longer because we know that everything we have in loose stones is already set. So no loose stones left, nothing else to pull from the collection. It's now or never time on these Tanzanites. It really is. So this is the time to get your stone. If you fall in love with one, you know you're not going to see it again. That is a fact. It's not even $89.99, or here's the best part, it's not even $88.88, and this is all, we're going through some sale discounts. It's already incurred throughout big events and whatnot. This is going even lower right now tonight, and we're making it $7,999 for one caller only, and that is really our largest emerald cut by far at this point. Then we do have, well, truth be told, there's a 22 karat 71, but it's got a bit of a window, so I'm advocating that we take that one out and send that to a museum, which the museums of the world would still be proud to have, but that's what I think we should do. On this one, that's where you get that top quality, no window at all, beautiful color through and through, all the way to the center. And then let us also show you, in case Linda's looking for a 7 karat, I have a 7, but obviously that's going to be, you know, less than half the size. Who got the great opal pendant over there? Miss Anonymous. Oh, wonderful. I love that too. Okay, but it wasn't a requester then, is what I'm guessing. Okay, that's why I asked. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, that's Linda, the requester. What is she thinking? Does she want to see a 7 karat, or is she only interested in emerald cuts? You got it. Here's the 7 karat. Now, this is not an emerald cut, it's a cushion cut. And it's got a little bit more of a different type of mounting that's going to be more of a halo influence. It's got these super long, tapered, I will tell her if she wants an oval. This is the 9 karat I have coming up later that I mentioned at the top of the show, so I don't know if she's thinking about oval. But that's a really good oval that's coming up a little later. We have a pear shape later. We have quite a few today. As I mentioned, that's going to be one of the focal points of the show tonight. But this is, and I do have a pear shape fancy cut, so that's what we've got, nice variety. But this is the cushion. It's 1122572, and that will be our 7 karat 05. Now, tried to get to this the other night, didn't have a chance to. It's our 705, but there's 124 in diamond weight, and you see most of the diamonds there are those long tapered baguettes. This is not typical, just like the last emerald cut wasn't typical. Neither is this one. You're getting those super, super, super pointed. They're super elongated and tapered, so it's two really rare kind of facet patterns that are a little extra special here. And then you're getting, well, the fabulous diamonds that are rotating. There's a few rounds to kind of fill it in, make it really the complete surrounding and frame, but it's also going to be a really affordable price tag. It does have this split shank on the sides, which helps just kind of anchor such a large center point to the ring. And then here's what it looks like on for you. So you can see it's got a lot of the same visual top to bottom as the last one did, just lengthwise. And it's going to be a really special piece and no longer $99.99. We got a huge discount here. And the first caller can have it for $34.99 instead. So this one's gone. Congratulations on that one. And that's how, again, please do dial in early when you see something you love, because otherwise pieces aren't sticking around. So here's 1122584, though. I am ready, armed and ready with the kunzite of a lifetime here, because this one's got a brand new markdown. Very excited about this. It's 1122584, and like I said, we'll have pear shapes and ovals coming up later that are still of that same heritage, that gorgeous blue wing block D we love. But here we are with a 7 karat 88. And might I just warn you that this one is going to go quickly. That should give you a huge tip off to the value that is about to happen, because otherwise we would not be saying get ready on a 7 karat 88 kunzite, because normally it'd be about $28.99, $28.88, somewhere in that realm. We're doing a little bit different deal tonight on everything. I still want to get these sale prices going for you. And we still have Alexandrite. I mentioned there's a lot of rare stones that are marked down. We already had the yellow sapphire, still here. Now we have the 788 emerald cut. Saturated. It's kind of like, in a way, you would probably never get this one confused with the Tanzanite, but in a way, they're similar colors. Really, when you think about the Tanzanite has the blue and the purple and the red, kind of a red-pink. This is really those same colors, but instead, it's more pink as the dominant color, secondary purples and blues that normally kunzite would just never give. You would normally have to get a kunzite and have to really just be satisfied with extremely pale, pale light color. That is not the case here. You're getting something really, really high end here with that, you know, anytime you see, and that's really what's kind of basic about kunzite is that when you do see stones out there and about, and I know it's a rare stone, so you might not see it everywhere, but it's typically pale like a pink diamond is pale. This one's very different, and any of the Afghan material is really the best out there, and that's what we're seeing right here, right now, is that Afghan material where you're starting to see really pink, intense purple colors, and then they blend together, and then you'll see separate blue flashes. So it's just a different kind of ratio of those same three trichroic colors we see out of Tanzanite, but overall kind of creating this orchid-like color. Take a look at it. We'll show you a great value, as we like to do. 39 points is the diamond weight. It's actually a stacked design, so it's a triple row, but they get a little shorter stacking down the sides in each direction, and then it kind of looks, I always like to point out, it kind of looks like forward. It's a bit of an optical illusion because there's mirror finishing right where the basket meets that first row, so it almost reflects just like a mirror. See how it goes from what looks like 3 to 4 because you get that mirror reflecting that first row in diamonds, so it looks like you've got another additional row, and that's kind of cool too. But it's only $9.99, so thought we'd make a really, really big kunzite really affordable, and that's how we do it. So $9.99, one only. You don't even have to leave that in the one, the white gold, although again, it's recommended. So white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold will be your choice of. Let me make sure we see this one on the hand before we go. If you are thinking pink for the upcoming holiday, I will point out this even has a little heart-shaped detail. It's subtle, but it's there. There's a little heart-shaped detail in the profile. I'll probably have to show that up close so you can see it a little bit better, but on either profile on either side, that's a better look at it there. You can see there's a little heart-shaped detail that is scroll work in the basket, just because instead of leaving it just open, you know, that's fine too, but because it's a deeper stone and we have to sit it up a little higher to accommodate that, it's nice to have a little design element to the side. But for $9.99, getting a big kunzite, almost 8 carats, that looks like that in one of the rarer colors. And again, here's a stone that's highly pleochroic, and normally with emerald cuts gets a lot lighter. That is sold. Congratulations. Next up, we go to one pair of earrings here, and unfortunately, it is our last pair of this hoop earring, which is kind of like, you've all heard of the highway design, right, in rings. This is really, to me, the highway design, but in an earring, and I might as well set them up right for you so you can see how they're going to look on the ear, because why not? They actually sit like that. A lot of earrings won't do that. These are, so why not? It's item number 11174448, and another one where you want to dial in really early because they're not going to last. We know that. It's 11174448. There's 11 points in diamonds. It's mostly gold, but it's 3 rows, and you can see the 2 rows of the mirror finish will actually then have a crisscross of the diamonds. They actually are going over, so it's got a lot of dimension to it, which is really beautiful. They're in the white gold only, so at one point we had a yellow gold and a rose gold. Those are completely gone and sold out, so do keep that in mind. It's just but we tend to love our white diamonds most of all in the white gold, so I think it's really, really special that we have that done for you here. It's just a nice extra, and so what you're getting here is a beautiful wearable hoop. We love this size typically in our regular diamond hoops. You know, the ones that are pretty basic, the ones that we do that are the regular inside out style, but reminder, everything's going really quickly tonight, so we're encouraging you to dial in as soon as you see something you love, especially on these one onlys, which is really the theme of the night as usual. And we're going to make this better than even $9.99 for the pair. I'm going to show you what they look like on in just a moment as well, so you can see what that's all about, because there's a really special look to them that you're getting, because they're obviously getting you a little more width than we typically see, and so that's always nice. Here's what one looks like from a distance away, and I'll get you the measurement here. They're going to be 1/2 inch, but when you see them on, they tend to look a little larger, and yet you're going to see that really cool open work. It's harder to make out against the white background, but there you see 1/2 inch. This is a click-in style closure, so the post actually locks right into the back of the hoop, so it's an all-around style. Give me a second, I'll try one on for you. You can see that, you know, it's going to be that kind of slashed effect of the diamonds going across the way, so it gives you that nice diagonal look, which is really special. This is a little size reference here of what one looks like on, just to give you an idea there of what one looks like together, and so you can see what that's all about, just that cool crossover design that we have there for you. But it's really special, isn't it, the way it looks? And we're going to make it really, really affordable. They're only $549 for the pair, and you can see it's going to create that crisscross X design. So maybe even if you're not into heart shapes and you want to do the X in the O design for Valentine's Day. Wouldn't that be a great idea? Kind of that, you know, X symbolism, but it doesn't look like, you know, in October, it doesn't look like you're wearing your Valentine's earrings, right? That to me is, I think, really nice. So let's take another look up close and we'll show them to you right here, right now. $549 though for one pair, and I think they only are going to need about 30 seconds at that price. And that's a lot of gold. I mean, think about it. It's like the gold of 3 earrings in one here, but they're not heavy. They're not oversized. They're not uncomfortable at all. They're really easy to wear, and maybe that's going to be your upgrade. I say we all the hoop lovers out there, we all need to have a good wardrobe of hoop earrings, and if you kind of have the basics or the simple wider styles or the solid golds or the diamonds, even the inside outs, this is a nice little departure from that. Okay, I'm getting ready to show you the biggest gold quartz we've ever had. And before we do that, I've got one more simple cross style that unfortunately is our last one. It's another great designer style. So I'm going to show that because I know this was very popular of late. Plus we have an Alexandrite. So back to those rare, rare stones that shouldn't be priced the way they are. This is one of them. And it's a really gorgeous, bright, glowing 50-pointer. So it's a good size. This is not a gem that comes in large sizes every day, right? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a color-changing gemstone. By the way, those hoops are still here if you'd like them, so give us a call. I'm not going to wait till pieces go because then we can't show you nearly as much. But here is 1122522, and it is that gorgeous green. It's a little more green than some. Some out of Brazil give you more blues. They're all a little bit different. So what I really enjoy about this one is it's a little more green, and why that's significant to us gem lovers and gem collectors that, you know, maybe even if you think about gems of yesteryear or different sources, the Alexandrite is one that, of course, was originally found in where, of course? It wasn't the Brazilian material, actually. It was Russia. Russia was the original find for it. It was the original source for it. And back in Russia, there was a little different, being that usually when you have different sources of stones, they can look a little bit different depending on, of course, what? The different elements in the ground. And even if it's the same gem or the same chemical compound, sometimes it's a little different ratio of those chemical elements, so they can give you different looks. Well, historically, the Russian material has always been more green to start and then still goes to that red. That's what this stone is doing. So a lot of the Brazilian stones give you more blue-green to start. They still go to that red-purple. If you like to see more of that green color to start, this is one of those rare Brazilian stones that's giving that and doing that for you. So take a look at it. We'll show it to you here. And it's actually a pear-shaped 50-pointer with 62 points in diamonds. So you've got a lot of classic mounting and style around it, but we've got it in yellow. It can be done in rose or white. Here's what it looks like. You're talking about a classic here. But this one was recently on a discount wheel. I don't know if you were with me, but it was $39.99. It came down on a discount wheel. This was only maybe a week or two ago. And speaking of, we have other Alexandrites discounted later, but not a pear shape like this. So keep that in mind. It's nothing that's going to have this kind of diamond weight around a pear shape. So this is a great way to go. But it's going to be gold changeable. So again, yellow gold now, change it if you want to. But this was, remember on the wheel, $1,599. There were a lot of you thinking about it. I don't even know, maybe it sold and then maybe the transaction didn't go through. Either way, it's a big stone, but it's coming down for our first half hour here tonight, just giving away some deals as quickly as we can to make sure that pieces go. This is how we're making this happen. It's not even going to be $1,599. That was, and again, I was standing right here with you. I think it was 3 different pieces, maybe 4. This was one that was $1,599. That was designed to be the deal that gets them all gone. Instead, it stuck around for an extra couple of days, and we've taken it down as a result. Not even $1,500 or $1,499. This is one of the more rare exotic stones in the world to ever get. So it's also a June birthstone, which is interesting. Obviously, pearl's probably the main one, but it's also Alexandrite. So you can get this stone representative of a June birthstone as well if you'd like to, but it's not even going to be $1,499. This is a heck of a value. We're all about the deals here. Wait till you see the cross pendant that's coming up, then we'll show you the gold quartz, but this one's $999. And yet again, here's another case where we can't do the mounting for that price. So we're going from $1,599, which was a blowout wheel price, down another $600 of savings. That's $600 more you could put towards other great jewelry, including what's coming up, and you're getting that value. So one only under $1,000, which I can't do on any other Alexandrites, including the wheel we have coming up later. Yes, they're big, but I can't do anything else for $999 when it comes to Alexandrite. So that is the one and only in the inventory. So keep in mind, we've had now the hoop earrings for $549. We have the Alexandrite for $999. And we started the show with an unheated, almost 2-carat yellow sapphire, also under $1,000. So there's a lot of great value to be had today on this Wednesday night, and we are showing that to you very early, right up front, and then we'll keep it going all night long. But the cross pendant is coming up, and I've had so many of you ask for simple crosses lately. I wouldn't say this next option is simple, but we had a Celtic version on Monday night, last time we were all shopping together. And tonight, we're going to show you our only cross with the baguettes. It's going to be item number 1118581. Oh my goodness, call me on the Alexandrite. That's here too. And then let's take a look at this one. And obviously, we're going to have to zoom right on back because this is a big style. And it's not just baguettes, but actually these really beautiful tapered baguettes. We've already seen these a couple of times in different mountings as accents. Well, this is really the featured stone here. Now they're all diamonds, yes, but it's 1118581. This is 18 karat solid. Tony, I can't do the yellow and I can't do the rose gold. It's only white gold now. It's a designer piece. It's our last one of its kind, and this is the only one, like I said, we have an inventory of crosses, and yet this is the only one that has tapered baguettes. Yes, Alexandrite's gone. Congratulations. Jason, I'm sorry. He's like, oh my gosh, I missed it again. But here's 31 points in the baguettes and 34 points in the rounds. So a grand total of 65 points, 2/3 of a carat. But here we are, 18K solid, hidden bail through the very top point, plenty of size to that bail to, yes, work with diamonds by the yard. Oh, I bet I know who that is. I bet that was Pamela you talked to over there, right? It may have been. All right, so here we go. This is going to be, oh, $29.99. Remember the day. Let's take it to the hand here and give you a quick measurement on it as well, and then we'll show it on the neckline so you can see all the details from a little distance away. What do you think, though? So you know that baguettes are not just like getting any old diamond, right? They're going to have a totally different facet pattern, which allows them to visually create different looks to the light than you ever see. It's about 1.25 inches, I would say. I don't know, inches. Underselling it a bit. That looks exactly 1.25 inches to me. So 1.25 inches top to bottom, hidden bail, and then it's got really the border of the baguettes here are going to be the rounds, and then we'll show it on the neckline. But it's not going to be $29.99. Just a reminder, there is only one. You saw just briefly. Let me show you from a distance away. This is the beauty of it. It's the way it moves and the way that the baguettes pick up the light in a totally different way than the round brilliants do. And then you can see, I mean, it's a little tougher to tell against such a light color, but again, against a skin tone, look at how amazing that is. Yes. Can you check the current size on that for me? On the aqua? You got it, sure. Let's take another look at this one up close and personal, and we'll get you a great deal. It is only going to be, you know what, we're going to make the cross just $9.99 and keep that going. The under $1,000 discount coming up here, and then I will have to check. I'll double check the size. I can't get it from where I'm at here, Jess, and I'm holding this one. So give me just a second. We'll show that, and then we'll see who's got the cross for $9.99. Remember, 18 karat gold. That's a huge upgrade. I love that there's also the 4 rounds in the midpoint there. You see where everything intersects in the middle, how pretty that is, where you've got the bigger round brilliants that gather there in the middle, which is really, really cool. And then again, it just keeps going and keeps going. There's really no gold exposed here. Everything is covered with diamonds in one way or the other, and it's $999. Okay, I'm going to get you set up with this next one because I want you to admire it. I want you to have as much time as possible. Wow, and wow, and wow. Look at that. This is the one I've been telling you about, and I know it's not for everybody because there's only one, but I just have to grab an aqua really quickly here and show you really fast what this one's all about. This one's 1117240, by the way. And Jess, I'm just going to pop it in here for a moment here just because that is still one of the most intense aquas we've ever seen. I mean, it looks like a cornflower blue sapphire, to be honest with you. It doesn't even look like an aqua. It's too good. And yet that is 1117240, and that's the 341 with, get this, 246 in diamonds, mostly baguettes. The current size on this one, and it does stay in the white gold. Let me go ahead and grab the size while I try it on. That's a size right now, Jess, 6.5 exactly. Here's what it looks like on the hand for you. You can see the diamonds are going to go side to side here. So even though it's too big, it acts as an anchor, which I love. It kind of keeps it centered up. So even if you have to get a little larger size sometimes, because you got to get over the knuckle, it's going to be a really nice centered piece here because it's just, you see, side to side diamonds. So that one's already gone. Congratulations. That was asked about from a previous show. So thank you so much, Pamela. And then let's go back up close because there's so much to show you here. Not only is it our largest ever in a gold quartz, but it also, I would say, easily has more gold ever because not only, well, obviously if it's going to be a large stone, it's going to have more gold than most, right? It's 1122952, But this stone, being almost 26 carats, it's a 25 carat 90. This is for the ultimate collector. And if the gold quartz has been somewhat appealing to you, on your radar, something you've thought about, let's go now. Because this is the ultimate level, and let me show you. It's picking up some glare like mirror finished gold tends to do, but wait till you see this. Because pretty much most of the surface of this stone is quartz, but it's gold throughout. There's more gold presence than there is quartz presence. And that is why you see, I love that it's almost like there's, look at this angle. You see the quartz on the outer edges, you see what looks like mirror finish gold, right? And then it looks like a satiny or a texture to the gold. And that is so unique. That's all, everywhere you see gold is gold. That's 24 karat pure gold, by the way. In this large oval that we thought is so divine, we should add a first halo of yellow diamonds, which we did. 29 points in yellow diamonds, and then the outer halo has another 88 points in diamonds. You're getting well over a carat in your diamond weight. I just think that's also so distinctive. Not only is it the big stone, not only is it gold throughout most of it, by far, but also the two different finishes you're getting there. It's a cabochon cut, it's smooth. There's no rough edge to it. You can see there, it's like a glass-like finish to that polish, yet the way the gold comes to the surface there, you get this really cool element of texture. Mother Nature is fascinating. And my effort to show you the back, because they purposely leave a portion of the ring open here so that you can see the gold through it, which isn't that cool how that's done? Although this is fascinating, isn't it? That is, it's the stone. It's just the gold. I'm thinking, was anybody else confused for a minute? I'm like, wait, did they add an undergallery? But no, that's the gold. They polished it on both sides. So the gold on the underside of the stone, which I'll show you again, looks like an undergallery we created, but it's not, it's the stone. Because it's so high polished. I'm not used to seeing them actually double polish the stone on both sides. Kind of cool. So this is the Deluxe. It's the ultimate. It's like a signet ring style, except longer, an elongated oval. I mean, 26 carats, my goodness. And it's in yellow gold, stays in yellow gold. Let me show you again. This is just the coolest thing here. So do you see where on like the top left, it looks all shiny, as if there's like a gold plaque behind it? And then you see behind the band, there's that, double band of gold, right? But that's the stone. That's the gold from the stone that is just polished on the back. It looks like there's a full undergallery, but it's not. That's the stone that's exposed. It's so cool. So if you want the ultimate level, obviously it's not going to be inexpensive. These stones are always pricey because they have so much of that 24 karat pure gold. We know how much gold is valued at right now, but it does have a list price of, I'm going to show it to you because believe it or not, this is real. Oh, and look, they even have the millimeter size, basically 12 and a half by 20 and a half. $13,999. Sure, does that beat the $28,000? Yeah, it does. Like I said, this isn't probably for the beginner of gold quartz lovers. This is probably for the aficionado. This is for the collector, or not that you need to have a bunch of them already, but this is for somebody who wants to have the ultimate high level. That's what this is. No two ways about it. It's incredible. And it's not even going to be $10,000. So if you want the big one, here it is. It's waiting for one caller. I hope you get it because, there's not another one like it. Come on over and take a look at it, and we're going to make this one really simple and easy. And no, it is not going to be $99.99. This is a first caller scenario. It's not $9, it's not $8, and it's not $7,000 either. I'm blowing it out right now. Somebody will own this piece. There's no two ways about it. We can't keep these in stock. And this is the granddaddy of them all. This is the ultimate high level here, no question about it. And we are ready to get it at home, get it under $7, get it under $6, and we're going to take it under $5,000 and make it $49.99 to one caller only. That's it. That's a sensational piece right there. That's $49.99, far and away the biggest and best stone we have. And let me move it around again so you can see all the different textural elements of what is mostly 24 karat gold throughout that stone. It's so cool. Natural gem matched with precious metal, all from the earth, just found in the same distinctive deposit that is so unique to the world. We're so thrilled to have it for you. Big spinel coming up. We got a little Mahangi spinel action, but I discounted it. And we have those leopard print hoops. Could it be possible that I have found my ultimate hoop earring here? I mean, my goodness. If you like hoop earrings and you like diamonds and you like leopard print, this is going to be the hoop for you. That's a lot of really cool elements coming together. So we have those on the way as promised. And then just a couple of pieces from the earlier parts of the show, the yellow sapphire, the cross pendant, the little hoops for the crisscross hoops for $5.49, and the big Tanzanite, $16.14. Everything else is spoken for from the show tonight. So give us a call if you have any questions or requests at all. We're happy to help you out. We're healthy. Yeah, we're healthy and we're happy. So we're all the things. So let's get on. We've got a lot to do. And I know that's not exactly for everybody. But again, high level piece, really collectible. Let's get to the hoops because this is just wild. We've already had one hoop earring and they're here. But they didn't look like this. And let me see, I don't know if these are these are not gonna sit up on their own upright, but that's why I'm here. That's why they pay me the big bucks to, try on the jewelry. It's a hard job, but someone's gotta do it, right? Here it is with our leopard print. Seriously, have you ever seen pave like this before? This is very complex. Yeah, there's leopard jewelry where it's an actual animal design, critter motif, right? This is done in two different tones of diamonds, obviously the black and the white, which imagine this, and this is where I wish I had all three gold colors, 112, 2357. I think it's gonna be, we're gonna take a little bit of your imagination here. I love the richness of the yellow gold, so I think a lot of you are gonna opt for that direction. If you want white gold, it's gonna be obviously more black and white. You're gonna see that very status kind of spectator look of black and white. This is an omega back hoop though, because they're quite large, quite wide, quite lengthy, but they also have, check out all this diamond weight. To make leopard print, which as someone who has, always loved it, I gotta say it's not easy to create. And when you imagine working with something as precious as diamonds, really not easy to make, right? Because it can tend to look a little like a mess or a little like polka dots if you're not really, really skilled. And I look at this as a designer myself and just go, gosh, kudos to the designers, because this is where it's executed to perfection, really. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a more perfect pattern here. It's done in diamonds where you're getting 74 points in the black diamonds, and then you're getting 94 points in the white diamonds. And talk about an earring that it really does still go with everything. This is not a complicated earring to wear. Pick a metal, and black and white goes with everything, we know that. You've got 74 points and 94 points, and just, again, black versus white diamonds, but a lot of gold has to be in this kind of style to make this really work. And think about it, you couldn't do this in a narrow design because then you wouldn't have the ability to show off this pattern. We have a lot of people on the phone lines already. I think the reputation of these precede them. I love the fact they're slightly domed so you can see the pattern and the detail and the diamonds go to the side. Let me show you here, upright, so you can see the length, which is 3/4 of an inch, so we're not talking overwhelming here, but we're talking about a really wearable style. And then of course the width, there's that 3/4 inch length. I would say the width here is about a 1/2 inch. I'm going to show that to you now. There's that, rather not a 1/2 quarter. Did I say a 1/2 or quarter? 1/4 inch is really the width there that you get, and that's going to be the same up and down, top to bottom. This is what so many of you ask for, omega backs. Because why? They're really easy, number one. They're really comfortable, number two. And there's nothing to ever lose with an omega back. This is all hinged, so you literally just open it up. And do you see the hinge at the bottom? It all just stays, gives you the chance to easily put them on, and then you flip this up and it rests against your ear. I'm going to try one on for you so that you can see them, because that's obviously the best way to get a sense of this size and scale and look and design. And if you think, oh, are we going to really see the leopard print from a distance? Yes, absolutely. And you can even do rose gold, which would be an even different. I honestly, I think they're going to all look spectacular. I would think too, you could actually probably, and I took all my other earrings out, so forgive the naked earlobes here because my earrings tonight are clashing with them because they make a lot of noise and I don't want to be annoying to you guys at home. So here we are. Take a look at this. This is the earring on, just to give you an idea. So you can see how this is done and how it's created and how you can still make out that leopard print style that you're getting top to bottom. But that width is everything. It gives you a beautiful look here. There's that pattern. This is the yellow gold. It's going to be a very different look. If you love them, you might want to think about getting more than one gold color because the backdrop is really going to change the way they look overall. So whether you choose the white gold or the yellow gold or the rose gold, it's going to really change the whole feel of the earring. So keep that in mind as well. But we're going to go ahead and get them out of here. And there's a carat 68 in total weight here in the diamonds. Are we having an earthquake? We're having an earthquake, so nobody panic. We're having an earthquake. It's fine. It's not our first, and it wasn't our largest that we've experienced here in the studio. Take another look, and you have the cross pendant. Thank you. Thanks, and perfect timing, Jason, on that too, because as soon as you said cross pendant, as soon as the earth was shaking, so I feel like we were all saved for a moment. But yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed at home or the wheel shook, but just the monitors did a little bit, and we all. Did you guys feel it back there, Andy? You came out and check on us. We're okay. Yeah. Wasn't that big one. There was one time, it was a Friday night, I'll never forget it, and it was a 7 something, 7.4. I thought I cursed. I didn't though, right? I thought I did in my head, but I didn't. Anyway, let's get the hoop earrings a great value so that we can really help you own some really special leopard print hoops and get your white, get your yellow, get your rose, whatever you want, but they're supposed to be $34.99 and they're not. They're going to be a lot more affordable. So do you remember when these were last on the air for, was it 1999? When they were last on the air and they were oh so popular? Well, here's the deal. We're going to go last call on this one. I know Tony's probably getting the read on the seismograph, right? You're probably checking it out, seeing, you know, how close, how deep, where was it, how far away. We're good. We're all good, though. Minor, little, baby. Nothing scary. We're all natives. We're good. But this is going to be better than even 1999. So unless it was a foreshock, then get ready. Get ready and brace yourself. Could be a wild night. But this one's not even going to be 1999. How about this? Even better. Huge price reduction here. We're going better than even, I can't believe this just because from a workmanship standpoint alone, oh my goodness, these should be at least $2,000. They're not. Go for white, yellow, rose gold, whatever you want. We're going to make them better than even $1,500. They're not $14.99. This is even better. Not $14, not $13.99. Think about it. You're getting a carat 68. We're already under $1,000 a carat if it were just plain diamonds in any old setting with not a lot of gold, with no fancy omega back clip closure like that. And I don't mean clip earrings. I mean like the clip style, how it hinges and all that. It's going to be, you know what, let's make them $1,299 instead and get you the most wild deal of the night. And that is going to be it. So we had the cross pendant go. Who got the cross pendant over there, Jason? I want to know. Maryland. Thanks, Maryland, so much. Where was Maryland calling us from tonight? NY. That's New York. Yes. What about you? Are you getting, what color are they getting, Tim? I want to know. White, yellow, rose. Yellow gold, they say, I like them the way they are. That is a great look. I agree. So $12.99. Thank you so much. Enjoy them. I know you will. They're fabulous, and they're going to be out of here in a hurry because $12.99, 60 seconds, and then we go. I've got a quick, well, we got a big pink diamond deal. We got some big pink diamond deals. I've got several, actually. It's funny. We've got kind of like the mama and the baby ring. They're kind of similar rings, but a bigger and a smaller. You guys want to see what I'm talking about? I mean, don't these kind of look related? Let me show you what we have. We have not seen much in pink diamonds lately. Look at that, the mama and the baby. What do you think? Kind of different setting styles, but we got two different options for pink diamond lovers tonight. Don't you love that too? So we have that on the way, both coming up. Options are good. We love our options. And then we have also, I do have a gorgeous Mahangi. I have a little Valentine's Day special on Mahangi because I love the stone for Valentine's because it's pink and it's red. And there aren't many stones that can boast that. But we got a really sweet deal on one. So that's going to be coming up. And let me know, Jason, what color in the leopard print earrings you're taking. Leopard print and diamonds and hoops. Oh my. That has got my name written all over it. I'm sure somewhere my name's on those. That's just so fabulous. And now that I say it, I realize I haven't worn leopard print in a while. It's been a minute. I've got to break out some leopard print. Yeah. Yellow gold again. They're loving the yellow gold. Jess, are you going to go with the yellow gold trifecta here and go 3 for 3? Tony, you got any numbers, any readings for us on that? No? Okay. Okay. Yes. Jess, are you getting yellow gold too? Oh yeah, we got 3 for 3 on the yellow gold. I like it. We got a really good Mahangi coming up. It's 1122676 on the way, and this is my little special. Now, unfortunately, I only have one, so don't get too excited. But I brought down a Mahangi to a level we don't see. Whoa, stop me in my tracks there. That's a super, super neon. Like the super, super neon, right? So we talk about this all the time, it's pink and red. But are you seeing purples? Because I'm seeing very, very, very bright colors of purple, like that, like ultraviolet purple blue, you know, that kind of purple, that really neon, oh my goodness, that kind of thing. And it's 112-2676. Ay, ay, ay. And thank you all on the leopard print hoops. So excited you like them. Me too. Okay. And now we're going to talk about just a one only. How about a carat weight? 30 points. On the center stone alone, 30 points. And here we go. 24 points in pink diamonds. We didn't just stop at the Mahangi. That wasn't enough. We said, give us a Mahangi, give us a first halo and an outer halo, and in between the two, let's put some really, really, really big white diamonds. So 24 points in the pink, that's a lot. Then you get another 50 points in the white diamonds, 74 points overall. And that's around a really, 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 really awesome 30-point Mahangi Tanzanite spinel. So we like it. And here we go. We have one. I know this is one of those stones that comes with a hefty price tag, always, right? We understand that. Here's what I'm going to do. We have got a real, let me just show you. $29.99. Do you remember the ring? I know it's been a minute since it's been on. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, look at that. Here we go. I'm so excited this is here, but again, I wanted to give you a little bit better deal since maybe it could be that Valentine's Day special. My goodness, you're not only giving one of the rarest stones in the world in the Mahangi pink that only is from Tanzania. Are you ready for this? I don't know if anybody is ready on this one yet because nobody's on the phone lines for it. We've still got hoops going out the door, though I know that. So here we are. And now I need one caller because we are building it up. Triple halo, pink, white, pink. Stunning natural fancy diamonds there. Not $29.99. I know the Mahangis are some of those real pricey stones. I'm going to change that right now. You get this value. I would leave it as is. Technically, you can change it. I don't think you need to. It's in mostly white gold with a little bit of rose gold where all those pink diamonds are set. You leave it that way. It's not even $19.99. It's not even going to be $1,500, and this is an upgrade. Can you imagine for a minute? Yes, you can get it for yourself. But if you were just getting it for somebody else, for gifting, and the fact you could be giving, first of all, a Mahangi pink, which is really ultra rare. Where else do you find it? I don't know of any retailer out there that has them. And then you're giving pink diamonds, and a lot of them, almost a quarter carat in pink diamonds. And then you're giving beautiful VS white diamonds, which seem like they go to the wayside because that's just our standard, and that's just our given. This is so incredible, and yet you're not even paying $15.99. Take a look at it. We're going to blow it out right now. Come on over, and we'll make this one of a kind as easy as pie. And thank you. Ellen in North Carolina, she got me the information. She came in and she says, I found it. I Googled it. What is it? Hold on, let me bring it up. 4.4, and that's not that big, as you know, the SoCal native would have told you. Yep, San Bernardino. Well, we're all of, Ellen, thank you. We're all about, what would you say, guys? We're about 30 miles, 20 miles from San Bernardino. So yeah, that was it. Well, you've got my own personal seismograph over here in this door to my left, so I always know. So, yep, that's not too far. All right, so here we go. $15.99. That's a good thing, though, because that means Peanut probably didn't feel it because she's like, Peanut's a good 50 miles in the other direction. So Peanut's not freaked out at home. Not that earthquakes bother her much. She's cool with most things. Flies and windshield wipers, not cool. Everything else, she's cool with. Fireworks all day. She loves fireworks. She loves fireworks. She has no problem with fireworks. Most dogs, it's a problem. But she sees a fly, she hyperventilates. She's a funny one. 15, 14, no. 13, no. Let's make it $12.99. We've only got the one, and we'll do whatever you want. Thanks, Ellen, so much. Thanks, Ellen. Ellen keeping us informed here. I appreciate that, Ellen. Thank you so much. All right, and now we're looking for, Jess, did you get hoop earrings, by the way? Who got yours? Oh, wonderful. She likes the wild side of the hoops. I like that. Did she go for yellow too? I thought so. Yellow gold, very popular, and one only on this Mahangi. You got it? Yeah. Oh. Oh, leopard hoop still. Go at it. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead. Take all the leopard hoops. Are you also getting yellow gold over there too again? Yep, yellow gold, still popular. We're 5 for 5 on the hoops now. Yellow gold is the cold color of choice. All right, so Mahangi's here at $12.99. Let me get you, are we ready for the big Tanzanite drops? Or are we getting ready for our top of the hour? Because we got about 5.5 minutes till our top of the hour. And I'm thinking we need something in the oh, you know what, speaking of Valentine's Day. Because how many weeks away are we? Isn't it a few weeks from today? Yeah, it's 3 weeks from today. 3 weeks. Count it down. Aren't we excited? This is going to be, so yes, we're going to have, I can't wait. That's going to be a fun show, right? I'm sure there'll be flowers everywhere and streamers and roses and candlelight and wine and chocolate-covered strawberries probably. But take a look at this. I like me some chocolate-covered strawberries. Here we go. Because they're fruit. They're so healthy, right? It's the healthiest dessert you could have. Such good fruit. But take a look at this. This is going to be our heart shape. And I just thought I'd throw it out there because it's a big, big yellow diamond. There is a heart shape that's a 1 carat. No, it's a 233 that I am not in love with. I said it the other day on the air because you know me, I just kind of say whatever. And, you know, don't have that salesperson filter you're supposed to have. But there is a 2 carat 33 that is really a little odd to the cutting. And what I mean by that, and if you saw it, you know, there's that at the top point of the heart shape where the lobes of the heart are, they were, it was a little bit like, I don't even know how to properly describe it, but there was a little open. It wasn't a window per se, but it was a little open color. And it looked a little odd. So it wasn't my favorite heart shape in the world. Granted, it's a trickier cut. It's a tough one to do. This one's perfection, and it's still over 2 carats. So it's not like you're getting a lot less size. So I really wanted to bring this out for you tonight because it's actually going to be the 209. Now, the reason, you know, 3 weeks from today being Valentine's Day, come on over, I thought we'd take a look at it. And so that's what we're going to see here. It's 112-1525, and it's just a really cool piece, isn't it? Isn't it cool? It's a 209. Then it's got the heart shape of diamond halos, first in the yellows at 22, and then, oh, a lot of diamonds around at 128 is all the way around that. So really, really special. And here we are. It's very important. It's stunning, actually, and it's 359 total weight here. And watch how it looks on the hand from side to side. And yeah, it's the ultimate. Maybe this is where, what do we have? We've already heard from 2 customers lately in the last few weeks that had wedding anniversaries on Valentine's Day, which so sweet, so sentimental. You know, not totally surprising. Maybe there's more of you out there that maybe if it's that combined significant date, or it's a date when you got engaged, or a date when you did get married, or a date that you just always remember because obviously the day of love, and you want to really commemorate that in a wow type of way, it's right here. It's right here with 3 carats 59 in diamonds in two-tone gold. And all of that gold is 18 karat gold, by the way. And you see how it goes side to side across the hand. And it's not even going to be this $29,999. Why is it here in the first hour? Well, because we have got a reduction in the price. We know this is the maybe perfect time of year to have something like this, and really, really stunning. And you get that complete look. This is that beautifully cut. It's still a heart-shaped, brilliant cut, I will add. So it's not even a standard heart shape, if you can believe it. That's such a fancy cut on its own, but this isn't even just a standard. It's actually that brilliant cutting within it. So you get that perfect, perfect glittery factor. It's brilliant to the nines. It's specialty. It's lovely, and it's comfortable as well. The way it's built is really proper. And it's going to be, as it is in the two-tone gold, of course, that would make sense. So this is going to be, you know, guys, we're going to make it even better than $99.99. And remember how rare it is to get anything over a 2 carat? And it's so rare to get a 2 carat that when you start to get anything over, even 9 points, that is significant. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get something really, really special. It is not even going to be $8,999. It is not going to be, this is my favorite thing to do, especially with huge diamonds, because you know, if you haven't heard, Tucson's coming up. It's in a couple of days. The big first, I mean, let's face it, it's the first big gem trade show of the year, and it's very gem focused, right? Less finished jewelry, more gems, loose stones. Every dealer, every vendor, mine owners are there. It is a who's who of gem society. And yet, it's coming up, and we don't expect to walk away when the show is over in 1 week's time. We do not expect to walk away with any yellow diamonds. We didn't in Hong Kong this past season, back when it was actually fall. Didn't come away with any diamonds. The prices on 1 carat stones were $6,800. Well, we're not that different here, and this is a 209 fancy cut with a lot of diamonds around it, and we're not looking at much different of a price tag on wholesale for a 1 carat. Now, those prices since September have probably gone up, and as soon as we have those numbers, we'll be giving those and reciting those to you, so you are as up to date with the wholesale business as we are, because it is ever rapidly changing, especially on diamonds in the diamond world of color. Okay, white diamonds are a different deal. Diamonds are always kind of strict. It's the colors, it's the yellows, the pinks, the greens, the blues that are sky high and going higher. So take a look at this. We're gonna blow it out right now. If you need the ultimate jewelry commemorative piece, it is right here. It is right now. It's not even $8,000 though. It is $79.99. And for those of you that just tuned in at the top of the hour, what a way to welcome you into a Wednesday night with a yellow diamond that looks like that in a rare as can be heart-shaped, brilliant stone, and then only looks even bigger because you have that perfect rim of the yellow diamonds around it, and then it just goes on from there. And look at on the outside halo, those are all big diamonds on the outside there, and then you've got that side detail which starts a little wider to really be proportionally correct alongside the heart, and then tapers just a bit. So you've got all that 18 karat gold. That is truly just, I mean, if you didn't look at the carat weights up above and you just saw the $79.99 price tag, normal diamond world metrics, you would just think that that's maybe a 1 carat in the center. This is a 209. That is now, let me just think for a second. I think that's the third largest. It is. It's the third largest, fourth largest, third largest now. Third largest diamond we have in the yellows. That's it. Of the whole inventory, that's significant. And the other ones I'm mentioning, the other ones that are larger are not heart shapes. It's even tougher to get the heart-shaped stones from a bigger size like you're seeing here. So we're really proud of that one at $79.99. Give us a call. Now, we only have a few pieces left from hour number 1. So glad you're with us tonight. We will welcome you in just a moment. We're gonna wait and see who's got this one. Don't forget we had a yellow sapphire. So if you're going, oh, I like a yellow look, but I don't know if I've got the budget for a yellow diamond, even despite our values being where they are, you can get a yellow sapphire. We had one earlier at the beginning of the show. Let me just pop that in for a look, since I'm here to bring you all different styles that accommodate all different needs. But if you don't have, again, if the budget's not holding up for $8,000, look at the yellow sapphire we did have earlier. That's still a rare stone, still an unheated, untreated sapphire, almost 2 carats in size. It was 1122653, and that's only $9.99. So just a nice alternative. And I thought, why not? You know, when you've got, look at this wheel here in front. This rarely happens, and I like to point out when it does, because it is, you know, this is the same backdrop you see every single day, every single show, every single item. And yet we rarely see the backdrop light up with color. Do you see how that wheel in front of that stone is not just sparkling, it's actually yellow. It's the color, and that is not a reflective surface. It is literally paper. It's literally paper. And so it's not reflective, it's not mirrored, it's not like a shiny plastic, it is paper. So when it lights up like a golden yellow like you're seeing here, that is very indicative of how strong that stone is, playing with the light. So that is one of the alternatives, and it's a really big yellow sapphire for under $1,000. That's because it's been reduced tonight for you. So just wanted to mention that in case you joined us anywhere after the last couple of minutes of the show beginning. So here we are. It's 1 carat 87, and that one's going to be under $1,000. Okay, let's get to it. We've got a really special top of the hour for you. I'm so glad you're with us tonight. Happy to have you as always. And it's our Wednesday night. Of course, we're live from a shaking Southern California. We're so glad you're here, and just had a little, I thought it was maybe my values for a minute, but no, we just had a little earthquake, and we're just all hanging out together, safe and sound now. We're just hoping that these deals and the pieces rock your world, and that's what we're always aiming to do here. And now we're going to have a really special pair of earrings that I know is going to do that, especially when we are now just a few days away from February. Of course, what's after that? March. And the reason we talk so much about March birthstones here is because when we bring the March birthstone, which is the one and only Aquamarine, we don't bring the basic. We don't bring any of the normal, typical material that you see everywhere else, which is that faint, barely there, is it blue? You're always asking, is it blue when you see aquas elsewhere? That's never going to be the case here because we have only chosen to deal in one variety, one mine, one Brazilian source called Sierra Santa Maria. The problem is that source is no longer. That source has been done and closed for some time. So you don't have a chance to go out and just go to any store and say, hey, where's your Sierra Santa Marias? Or do you have any? They're not going to have any at all. And that is because this has been now closed as a mine for about 15 years. And you got two places to find it. That would be museums on display, not for sale. And usually maybe an auction house or two. You might find one item in a gem auction of some kind sporadically. And of course, those are a little bit tricky to, get a hold of. So this is where we are so proud. It's like any stone category that you're interested in, whether it's our Tanzanite that are the best in the world, whether it's diamonds like the colors we just saw in diamonds, a beautiful yellow diamond. This is always going to be the source, meaning TVON is your source for the best source of any given stone. That is what we commit to. It's why we're not here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is because there's not enough of Mother Nature's good stuff to actually fill in that kind of airtime. So we're proud to have what we have. Let's take a look at this. It's limited, but hey, it's at least we're gonna have a couple of pairs because we were able to match up a few stones, and these are, wow. I know they're not going to sit necessarily straight up and down like they want to be on the ear. I think in the ear you're going to wear them more north to south, but you do have an option here. So I'll do my best to make sure we can get you a look. This is what they're going to tend to be on the ear. So you've got that north to south. You can see that's why we put the post just north of center. And then you've got this really glamorous, elegant look that, oh my, if you were an aqua lover, yeah, I really would like them to just sit perfectly. But again, what I want you to see is the color here. And that's the beauty of seeing as they move a little bit. And this is the other one. So that perfect match there. And that really, we just saw a pear-shaped briefly in our first hour in a ring that was oh so serious in color. And this one, I would say we have got a couple stones here that match in that color. And so I mentioned March because it is the March birthstone. So if you want to get a little jump start, or you just love the color blue, most people love the color blue. I think a lot of people know that we as humans look fabulous in blue. Almost everybody looks good in blue, right? It's what they always tell you to wear on TV. If you're going to be on TV, like one time, you wear blue. That's what you do because everyone looks great in blue. This is where you get aqua at 112-2935. It's such a stunning emerald cut. We went back and we talked about an emerald cut kunzite earlier that sold. We've had an emerald cut Tanzanite too, but this is where we really, I think given that we're talking about a stone that is generally more pastel, we definitely want to remind you that with the more pastel stones, even no matter which grade and saturation it is, emerald cuts usually are going to be the real tricky combo. Because even when you start with the greatest quality out there, it's tough to maintain that color all the way through an emerald cut. So we talked about that with kunzite, but that stone we had was so incredible. The same thing's happening here, where it's the same beautiful, lavish blue color all the way through. That is such a difference maker. And these are 1 carat in total weights. You're getting a half and a half in each earring. Let's take a look at them as well so you can see how beautiful. This is kind of like an Art Deco feel. I always liken it to the style-wise. It's very Art Deco almost in its influence because it's got those almost like spikes or the tiered look of diamonds here, top and bottom, and then side to side. It's almost like you've got almost like a triangular or a W pattern that's happening on the sides going to the left and to the right. But it's also going to be 27 points in diamonds, and we're going to give you a great look at them on. And then remember, post and butterfly backs here. We've only got a couple pairs, but when you're getting such an opulence like a Sierra Santa Maria, and let me show them to you lengthwise, because this is a stud, yes, in that it's not a drop. It's not here to give you this dramatic movement and this sway and this articulation, but you get a length here. Very nice, ½ inch from top to bottom. Like I said, post is not at the very tippy top. It's just north of center, because that again is really speaking to the fact that it's supposed to be that little bit of drop and drape, because for most of us we want that piercing coverage, so we never want the post right at the very tippy top, because if you have a little sunken piercing like I know I do and a lot of us do, then that's just from wearing a lot of earrings for a lot of years. And that's what happens. So you've got diamonds that are going to cover that, but you still have the drape and the length of the earring as you see there. It's so pretty. Wait till you see one on though, because Ooh, they're pretty, pretty. And then we're going to do something wild with the price tag because I feel like we have, it's really the first item of the night that I've had a little tiny bit of quantity on. So we want to make sure that the price tag is really right. So if you're even thinking about them, you can jump in. And I love a $12.99 price tag on these. It's going a lot lower than that. So make sure you're on the phones, ready to go. I am not going to leave these at $12.99. So you're going to absolutely adore this price tag. And if you're thinking, oh, March is a ways off still, I don't know. Oh, grab them now because there's not a value like this between now and then. I can assure you of that. Take a look at them on here really quickly so you can see that's how they look from a distance away. So you can really just see, I'm putting them right, the post is right where the piercing is. So you can really see how they're going to just drape and how they're going to give you that drop and that length. There's that beautiful kind of, this is elegance. This is a high-end elegant style when you see the way that's done there with that almost spike design. And it's a lot of diamond weight. It tends to look, I think, even more. It looks like even more than 27 points, which is a lot of carat weight, but it tends to look like more, doesn't it? And we're going to blow them out right now. And there's nothing like the gleam of an emerald cut stone. And of course, that bright, bright blue, that sky intense blue that's coming through. Let's go back to the wheel, get on the lines. They're not even $999. I foresee that being a very popular price tag for an earring with this kind of quality. Except I'm going even lower than that. I'm going to try to angle these at least so that that's the trick here, is that trying to get them to show at the exact same angle at the same time. They are a perfect identical match in the saturated blue colors, that I can assure you. And it's going to be even better than $999. Who else has got one? We got two already gone? Thank you so much. Two are gone, two people thinking about them in addition. Oh, trust me, we're going to turn those thinking about them into yes, big time, yes, please, maybe more than one. If you want to gift them, think about who's on the calendar with that birthday celebration in the month of March. This would be their top high-end birthstone right here. It is so important to get in on these right now, and yet it's not going to be $9.99. We're busy on the phone lines. We're about to be busier. Let me tell you, these are not going to stick around, and I wish, even though I have a little bit of quantity, and that's great, I don't have anything near what I think we need for this kind of value story that's going on. They're not even $888. Emerald cuts are so precious. They are, say what you will, everyone's got their own preference and everyone's got their favorites, but there is nothing quite like the elegance of an emerald cut. No matter what the stone, I am just such a fan of emerald cut stones because they carry with them this elegance, this prestige, this look, there's that shine you're getting too, right? They almost do what baguette diamonds do. You know how round diamonds give you the brilliance, and then baguettes and emerald cuts give you a totally different, almost like mirror-like finish and flash. And aqua's going to do the same thing. It's just while giving you this beautiful blue intense color. You don't have to be an aqua, meaning a March birthday, to love these stones. It's just loving the color blue, loving the ultimate level of aqua. That's what you're getting here. And it's not $888. They're not $777. They're not even going to be, I can't believe this. We're going to be, and I know we're busy already. We got some backed up calls already because we have light operators tonight. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be here for a minute, but gone. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if a few of you get more than one pair. I would recommend it because they're not even $699. These are some of the prettiest earrings I think we've made. And whether you like a little more vintage, Victorian, Art Deco, Art Nouveau, or modern, fresh, contemporary jewelry, I think this style works for everybody, one and all. But they're not even going to be $699. You're going to love these. If you haven't dialed in yet, please do, because I've got somebody taking two over here as well. That's not a bad idea. This is definitely not going to last. We know that. They are not. We don't have that many pairs to go around. So give me a call very, very quickly. You're not paying $699. And how about this? Even $599. I'm just freewheeling the pricing here tonight, going wild on a Wednesday for you, and making it an even better value than even $599. And if you have not dialed in yet, go, 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 go as quickly as you can, because this is not one you want to miss. I can assure you of that. They're not even $599. Try them. Remember, if this is a style that you are not sure about, it is not this typical, I mean, let's face it, a stud earring is usually just a stone in a basket, and that's it. Stone, basket, post, done. That is not what this is. This is giving you diamonds top and bottom. It's creating a length Think about it. Are you always one that goes more for a stud earring because maybe it's more everyday wearable, but you like the appeal of having a drop earring that is so flattering? Have you heard about drop earrings and how flattering they are on and how elongating they are to the facial features? Well, this is really the stud that can do both, right? It's still going to sit closer to the ear and be more casual, but it's still giving you a little bit of elongation to make it interesting and to make it different. And it's not even $599. This is wild. And we're going to get them out the door. Operators, will you let me know how many you're getting, please? Because I know that we don't have that many to go around, and it looks like a lot of people are getting more than one pair. As I suggested, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. That is your choice. Sometimes with aquas, it's more limited. Not the case here. You can take any one of the gold colors you like. They're not even $599. My goodness. We'll make them $499 while they last. And that is your key in to aqua at its best. They're still Sierra Santa Maria. They're matched to perfection. My goodness, look at that color. And to do that, to have that kind of gleam, to have that kind of blue, that strong saturation in an aqua, in an emerald cut, it is such a major accomplishment. Mother Nature's accomplishment, by the way. I mean, there's obviously amazing gem lapidaries that did the emerald cutting, but it's the rough. It starts with the rough. It starts with the material. It starts with Sierra Santa Maria. And if you've never heard of it before, because we have new shoppers shopping every single day here and by the dozens. And if you've never heard of Sierra Santa Maria, you owe it to yourself to try it, to get it, to see what it's all about at home, to see what that color's all about. Because trust me, even if you have a whole box, a whole jewelry box full of Aquamarine at home, until you have the Sierra Santa Maria in your collection, you have not experienced the full complement of Aquamarine's beauty. And I know that's how Mother Nature rolls. It's just a very, very, very limited, it's already gone. I mean, that one source, that one mine, and thanks to, if you're wondering how on earth did we get it, because we haven't been around for 15 years, so how on earth do we have Sierra Santa Maria and nobody else does? Well, we have it because, again, what's happening, we have a gem family behind this company that has been in the gem business for 6 generations, collecting the best, knowing every dealer and miner and gem person in the world. We're talking every corner of the globe. And that is how we have these stones, bring them out, the private collection. It's again why we never have a lot of quantity on anything, and we apologize for that profusely, but we do just insist on quality number one. It's got to be the best or it's not here at all, and that's so crucial. Okay, so here we go. Let's keep on moving because we got about 60 seconds with those. And then we're going to be on our way. And we have, requests are welcome. We got some big Tanzanites to get to, though. And there is a new 1-carat yellow diamond and a new mounting. Yes, another pair going out. So how many are you getting? Jason, you already got a couple pairs? Thank you. What else? Do we like white gold the way they are? You know our designers know best, right? What do you think? White gold? Is that what you got? White gold, white gold, white gold? Okay, a lot of white gold just the way they are going out the door. Love that, too. Yes, that is what I would do. 100%. I'm a yellow gold girl. I love yellow gold. But certain times there are stones that just look better. It's like I'm that way with a lot of things. I'm that way with cars. Well, yeah, I like that color, but in that car, I want that color. You know what I'm saying? Tony, you know what I'm saying. I'm turned to talk to the control room, even though I can't see the control room because I'm talking to you, Tony. Like, certain cars look better in certain colors, right? I like a black car. I've got some black cars, but if it's going to be a certain car, maybe it needs to be red. That's how I feel about it. So in certain stones, sometimes it just sings a little bit more loudly in certain colors. Like this, you just can't go wrong. Showing off, give it a clean palette of the white gold with the white diamonds so you can show off the beautiful bright blue colors. There's such an elegance about these. They look like a vintage pair of earrings that could have been from a royal collection from many, many, many generations ago that were passed down in a family collection, as much as they look like a fresh modern design, right? I mean, that's what I love about fashion, is that it's so cyclical, yet you can, do whatever you want to do. Like, do what you like to do, right? And with jewelry especially, it's so timeless. And the quality is what you're going for. And when you get quality, the styling is really just about giving you some individual style. It's just the same thing we always talk about, right? There's clothing and then there's style, and one is really not the same. It's really, you know, we can all go out and buy the same clothing, but it's how you wear it and how you style it that makes it different and makes it your own. And that's what really is the difference between fashion and style, right? And the same thing happens with different styles of jewelry. We have all these different styles of jewelry we offer, but there are certain ways that, again, I think certain times where a design really is different enough, but not going outside the box where it's not wearable. This certainly is wearable for, I would say, most everybody of every age, every style, every taste, every preference, and that's why we love them. And of course, not a drop, but not really a basic stud either. You're getting, you know, a twofer here. So take another look at them really close here. We'll give you a last call. We got a huge wave of calls that just came in. So we'll make sure we get everybody up here before they sell out. And then let me know if you have any requests that we can show you tonight. It's been a busy day and we got a lot more where that came from. And I think it has a lot to do with my big giveaway values. Because that is what I'm here to do every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. By the way, there is something coming up on Sunday, the 18th. So I know that's far off, but you know I want to make sure you're here for it because I got like a little price deal going and a diamond weight. I didn't have that all on Monday. I don't know if you were with me on Monday and saw me sporting a certain ring that goes with a certain bangle that's kind of taken the TVON world by storm. Well, today I managed to get the diamond weight, the price tag, and all 3 gold colors. And so I'm really getting excited about the 18th of February because that is when this ring will debut, which maybe, just maybe, I put on all 3 right now. And that looks odd probably, but I don't know, I kind of love it. So anyway, it kind of goes with that. That's the nail bangle that we had this past weekend, and then we have, yes, a nail ring. Now, I know it's not coming up for a minute, and there's several reasons why. I'd love to just bring it out tomorrow, but I can't. So this is on February 18th, and that's so that you don't wait. Yes. Hi. In regards to this, the aqua. Oh, the nails. Uh-huh. Oh, cool. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, she did. Uh-huh. Right? I think I already know. Uh-huh. It's her own? Oh. Yes. Oh. Oh, probably not, but who is this that emailed this? I need to know. This is great. Cindy? Now, did Cindy get our nail bangle over the weekend? Did she get one? Did she know about it? Did she see it? Because it sounds like she wanted it, maybe. Or she just thinks that that other host shopped here. I got to tell you, Cindy, in all honesty, I know who you're talking about, and probably not. I just don't think that we could have gotten it to her that fast, and no, we're not personal friends. But yeah, to your point, you know, that bangle is inspired. We're talking about this one here, and I know so many of you picked it up this weekend, the nail bangle. It is obviously one that you'd ask for because, you know, a lot of us don't want to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in a designer, and it's very popular, and it's kind of everywhere. So we made our version in the same ilk as the designer, but for a teeny tiny price tag. So I'm still wearing mine, of course. You'll probably see me wear it every single day for the rest of time on the air. So, but it is ours, and you can still, never mind. I don't know if you, can we still make one? Let me ask, Andy, can we make one still? Hi, I see you're back. Can we? Okay, so if you missed it and you go, what is that bangle that she keeps wearing and she's teasing us with, and now she's got the ring on the 18th of February, the bangle we can still make. So Cindy, if you were like wondering, what's that? Okay, it'll be a little bit of a wait time, but they all will be because they're custom made. I had somebody asking me, she picked one up on Sunday, was it? And she goes, hey, when's it gonna ship? And I'm like, it is gonna be a couple, because they're all custom made as we talked about. So, all right, I know, we need to talk about tonight, and I'm going back in time, but yes, I love that story, Cindy, and yeah, that's probably could be from the French designer, and yeah, I agree. I agree. People shouldn't probably wear things on TV that they're not selling. I agree with you there. I do. It's just teasing us all, right? It's teasing us. And so, yes, take a look at this, though. Yeah, I flashed this earlier, and I really, okay, are we talking about, what are we doing now, Tony? We need a car? Somebody watching online that runs a car show? I need more information. We're talking about a car show and they want a shout out? Oh boy, I need more information before I can start giving free shout outs. Just to make sure that, I'm not like promoting something that I don't know, because you never know. But I would love to know more, because if it's a car show, I'm going, for number one. That's the first thing. I don't get to go as many car shows because they're on the weekends. I used to do Cars and Coffee every Sunday morning. That was many, many moons ago before TVON, because obviously I worked every Sunday morning here with you guys for 7 years. But that was my favorite thing to do, was Cars and Coffee. So I miss those days. I miss going with my brother to Cars and Coffee every Sunday. They're just little gatherings here in Southern California where you take your own cars and you just park you take over a big strip mall, and you have hundreds and hundreds of exotic cars, and everyone just has fun and, loiters and drinks coffee and shoots the breeze about cars. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. I miss those days. I miss it. I like being with you guys on Sunday, but I do miss my Cars and Coffee on Sundays. But anyway, take a look at this. That was my Sunday ritual every single Sunday morning. But here we go. 111-1653 is coming up. And this is really special. And we'll talk more about nail bangle. If you have any questions about the nail bangle, let me know. I'm always here to help. And I didn't even know if we could make any more, but we will. We'll make a few more if you need to, because I know that I keep wearing it. So, because it's my baby and I love it. So I've wanted one for a long time, and I was not going to go spend $18,000. I got better things to do. $18,000. If I don't need to, I'm not going to. So here's our 68-point pink diamond. Now that is cool. We're going to have a smaller version coming up, but don't you love this one with the big pink diamonds that are all bezel set? So you get all these major stones individually, each one wrapped in rose gold. Then you get, of course, we're going to just surround it in white gold, surround it in white diamonds, give it white diamonds down the sides as well. This was here forever ago. It was one of our first pink diamond debuts. It was $59.99. That's not something everybody could do. So when we look at it now, I want to reduce it for our Wednesday night here, and I want to give you a really just super cool value. And you're getting full-on carat 68 in diamonds. I mean, my goodness, we love that there's a full carat in white diamonds here. We love that there's all these bigger stones. I didn't count them, but they're not going to be, I'm not going to give you a carat weight on them anyways, because you can see they're all different sizes. So even if I gave you an average, that would be a little off, because there's bigger and smaller, but look at how big most of those pink diamonds are individually, and that's really the difference maker. It's not just as simple as, hey, it's 68 points. You got to look at each individual size of the stones. We also have this as is, stays as is only. I will have the smaller version. I might as well bring it right up after this so that we get, my goal here is to get everybody a pink diamond ring tonight. That means you at home watching right now, or at work if you're watching. Let's not exclude those that I know. I won't tell who you are, but some people are watching at work. I know some people are watching at work. Some people are watching at home. Some people are watching, while they're watching other things. That's okay too. We just like that you're watching and you're here in one way, shape, or form to get the deals. Well, instead of $59.99, this one's going to be that deal and get you a huge amount of pink diamonds. Let's take a look. It's like a tablet ring. I love a good tablet ring, or almost like a signet ring if it was more blocked style. But you see here, this platform is going to be a nice size, yet these pink diamonds have enough color saturation to where you can visibly tell from a distance away, like here, that they are pinks, but they are still natural. We do not bring you those treated, heated, enhanced, irradiated, all those. There's a lot of treatments out there to make diamonds that might start as natural diamonds to look like a color that is just all to mimic what these are, which is the natural good stuff. And it's not even going to be, wow, this is great. This is not even $49.99, and that's just a lot of big individual diamonds there through the middle. If you don't necessarily need one center diamond, like what we usually see, a 20-point pink, a 30-point pink, a 50-point pink. Instead, if you want to go with what are still big diamonds, still major material, we're already busy on the lines, it's not going to be $49, $39, or even $29.99. This is remarkable. Then we'll have the smaller version, so that if you want to be in, and I know we haven't brought in new pink diamonds in quite some time, so here's your chance to get some before they're completely done and gone. It's another one that I don't anticipate we're going to get new ones of, even at Tucson next week, because how do you match How do you match the values we've been bringing so consistently for years? I'm going to make this even better than $29.99. This is the big version. This is the wow factor. This is where you go middle finger, index finger as well. It'd be beautiful. You could even, hey, anybody who's got the Wonder Ring in the pink diamonds or the white diamonds, this would stack. See how it indents a little bit? You could stack it a little bit if you want to. If you want to add even more of a foundation underneath, you could do that, but it's not even $2,599. This is so wild. What do you think? Shall we? Let's get it out the door, and then we'll have the smaller version, but this is the way to go. You know who you are. You know if you land, if you like the big stones and the big diamonds and the big look, or the smaller, more petite. Either way, I think y'all know where you want to go here, but I'm going to make this even better than $2,500. You have got a value coming your way right now, and it's not even $2,000. We'll make it $19.99 right now for the first caller, and then we'll get to the slightly smaller, which is not a tiny ring either. They're both going to give you the big wow factor, the size. Tim, what were you thinking about over there? More of the aqua earrings, perhaps? I love it. We got a lot of great earrings tonight so far, don't we? But the smaller version is coming up if you want pink diamonds that are pave. That will be the difference, too, is that not to mention the scale, which you'll see here. There's the side-by-side again. But the larger version is going to be the bezel set stones. These are smaller stones over here, so you see it's a pave pattern instead. Doesn't mean it's rough or scratchy at all. It's going to be smooth still to the feel. The tactile nature is still going to be smoothness, but you can see how the designs are really quite similar. Actually, the smaller, interestingly enough, has a little bit of a split shank right up towards the top, whereas this one, the larger version, does not. It's going to be just that solid larger row right up to the middle, meeting right there, looking fabulous. And yeah, you've got a choice of. Now we're going to talk about the smaller version. We might as well keep them side by side, so you can choose the style that is best for you. But the smaller version on the left is going to be item number 111029. This is one of the very first pink diamond opportunities we ever brought. And it's just as good a look today as it ever always was. I mean, it's just special, right? And still got that squared platform, still has the difference of the white and the pink together, so you can really see that contrast side by side. But it's also going to be, well, how do you do this? When we've got a piece here, and I kid you not, this is the smaller version. The smaller version is $29.99. We just brought the bigger version, $1,000 less. So now it would be, you guys would think I'm really losing it if I asked for $29.99 on the smaller version, but it's good to know that's where it was. That's where it started. That's where it could be. With Valentine's Day coming up, and this is 1 carat overall. On this one, it's pretty evenly split, so it's about 50 and 50. The 1 carat is, you really get there by having about 50 in the pink and 50 in the white. This is just wild. I mean, when you talk about really unusual, beautiful designer rings, pink diamonds that are natural are tough. When we usually bring them, it's usually one center stone, which you hear me say all the time. If you just like a bigger overall ring, maybe the big centers aren't going to be doing it for you, because you might like a bigger overall ring. You can't really do that with a 10-point or a 20-point pink diamond. They're only so large. And then, of course, we have the 1 carat pinks, but those become tens of thousands of dollars. So not in the budget for everybody, right? So this is the way to get that big wow factor, that big look, but you pay a very little price tag and you still get a lot of pink diamond weight, and it's not even going to be 29 or 19, obviously, because we want to have 2 different price points here. And we're going to make the smaller version under $1,000. So it's going to be $9.99 for the smaller, $19.99 for the larger. And those are really some of the last examples of pink diamond pieces we have that are not going to be the big center stones, because you know what's happening. Even the 20-pointers, the 30-pointers, they get really pricey really fast. So that may not work for everybody. Plus, they're just a smaller overall look. This certainly gives you that nice big overall. Let me just put them on side by side too. We'll try on the smaller version on the ring finger where you saw first, the larger, and then we'll go ahead and show you this one, which I love, on the middle or the index. So I'll show them. We'll just kind of get them apart a little bit so you can really see. But how beautiful would those be? Obviously, I don't think you need both, but I think, you know, if you do want to wear this larger version on the middle or the index, it works well there size-wise. And then you've got this slightly smaller square design as well, which is so really beautiful. So you decide, $9.99 or $19.99, but 2 great ways to accommodate a lot of different budgets when it comes to natural, fancy pink diamonds, and a lot of them. And you're certainly getting that here in both the squared off designs here that feel very fresh. So your choice of $9.99 for the smaller, $19.99 for the larger. Let's give them 60 seconds for the total here and just get a great look at them as we're halfway through the show already, and we got to get into some Tanzanite because I have this really grand blue wing block D that I want to show you before anybody thinks about leaving me. It's 112-2927. We're just going to get to it next. It is the, as I came on the air tonight, I was talking about this one because this is the one that I'm so blown away by completely. Color, size, cutting, and the mounting. It's got it all. So we're not here just sending out the bottom of the barrel, the leftovers. Even though we're in the final days of Blue Wing, we still have yet to see some of our greatest stones, or in a couple of cases like this one, it's pieces we've had before. But you know the deal. Most of the Blue Wings don't stick around past one presentation. If it does, it usually means it was just so high level, it had a higher price tag. That is the case coming up. We're going to change that tonight. All right, we're done with pink diamonds. I think everybody's got them. I hope everyone's got them because we know we're not bringing any more in. So I hope everybody's got pink diamonds who wants them. Let's just get to this. Because this is the, I put it up, even flashed it earlier because we had a couple other Tanzanites. This was so much richer and darker than what we even saw earlier. And I gotta say, that is because it's museum reserve. It's one of our rare museum reserve ovals. It's 112-2927. This is an extraordinary stone, it really is. And so much so that we added a very important mounting that goes far beyond what we typically would see. So let me explain. This is gonna be our 9-carat 34. But do you see that the mounting is not just round brilliance? Yes, the initial part of the halo top and bottom, those are your big round brilliance. However, what you're seeing at the sides, interestingly enough, there's a bit of a split shank design, but then you have that shank is lined by princess cut diamonds. Those are those squares that still give the brilliance of a round. 4 of those. The total diamond weight here is 131. So it's a lot of individual larger stones, which is why it tallies and totals to such a nice big number there. Do you see the reds though? At the very right down the middle, the core of the stone is just lit with reds. It's incredible material. It's one of our last museum reserves to show you. It's not new. It's just that it was here. When it was here, it debuted, it had a $13,999 price tag, and there was no budging from that price tag. That's where it stayed, and that's why it stayed here. Well, now we get to change all that. And here we are in the final days of Blue Wing Block D. What we are going to do after the collection is completely sold out. We are honestly not entirely sure, but this is your last call if you really want to get, and why wouldn't you, when the prices are the way they are, and this $14,000 ring is about to take a tumble down. Why would you not want to get the best available worldwide? And it's only here. That's the thing. It's only here. And so for those of you saying, yeah, but I see Tanzanite going for a lot more money elsewhere, that must be better. It's not. It's not. It can't be. This is the literal best. So when you're talking about a $13,000, and that's the only reason it's actually made it to a second presentation, is because nobody on that particular day wanted to spend $14,000 on the ring. May have wanted to, but maybe the budget just wasn't allowing for it that day. Well, here's how we change it right now. We're going to give you an auction opportunity. I know the auctions haven't been doing much for activity, and that's okay. That actually helps you too. I should probably just steer clear and avoid any kind of auction situation. I am giving you the chance here. But instead of even asking for $10,000, when was the last time I had a $10,000 Tanzanite? What they should be, yeah, but what we're actually doing, this is the problem. Once you start discounting 1 or 2 or 3 Tanzanites here and there, it's like we expected on every single one, no matter how dire we are in how limited in what's left. So this is what I'm going to bring. We're going to bring you one of our best here, and let me try this on so you know exactly what to expect for the size of the piece. I do want to point out it's got some heart-shaped detail only in the basket. And it's not even a traditional heart. It's got that little scroll work where you see it kind of comes down and meets in the middle. But that is just a little extra nod to maybe that's going to be meaningful. Maybe that's a little extra significance that you find just really sweet. Here it is on the hand. And now we have to just blow it out because I know it's a little more unusual. It's still a classic mounting. We just upgraded it by adding those princess cuts and giving it that little bit of kind of a nice little geometry to the sides, a little split there. And instead of $10,000 or $9,000 or $8,000, I remember where it started at nearly 14, and you can change the gold on this one, FYI. So if you want to go the yellow gold route, you can. If you want to go rose gold, you can. But I've got to be honest, we need some callers here. And I know that 9 carats, whether that's what you were initially thinking about, when I'm dropping prices in these final days of Blue Wing, and we're dropping them to prices that you would pay for a third of the size or a quarter of the size, there's no excuse not to get the big stones if that's been your dream. Or if you started with a smaller stone and now you want to go to the collectible, you want to upgrade, this is the time to get them. As we go forward, no more stones. There's no more to get. There's no contacting the dealer or the miner or anybody else. This was everything from the beginning. These were all mined about 17 years ago. They were held in a private collection. Nobody knew they existed except for the miner himself and a couple of his colleagues that he was working with at the time of mining. And then it was saved and saved and saved and hush, 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 kept on the down low, released to us and us only here. And you're not even spending $8,000, $7,000, $6,000, $5,000. I know how demanding you and I have become on these Blue Wing Block Ds. We cannot leave this one here tonight, so it's going to go, and here's how we do it. Instead of $5,000, instead of $4,000, and keep in mind where that per carat is, if we ignore the diamonds, which we should not, but if we ignore it and we look at $4,000 to get it started, it's a $934. That means, really take this into account here because this is extremely low. That's $428 a carat. It's a $10 increment. I want to get everybody in. And this is the responsibility I feel at this moment in time, this pivotal moment in our history right now that we're at. We're at this crossroads. We're at this finale of Blue Wing Block D. I feel a tremendous responsibility to make sure that if anybody is out there wanting to add one of these collectible stones to your own collection, to your family heirloom collection, to give as a gift, maybe even donate on loan to a museum, that is your prerogative to do. Okay, I'll say something else. If you want to resell it, that is your prerogative to do. But all those different scenarios would be great reasons to invest in a Blue Wing. So I feel like at this critical juncture, we need to make this even more affordable. And really, despite the fact this is one of our best with this incredible diamond weight around it, we're going to make it even better than even $4,000 to start because guess what? No open. And the mounting is classic with a little twist, with a little edge to it, just something different, something special, something to make it a little extraordinary, right? That's what extraordinary is, extraordinary. It's not the basic, but it's still classic because I don't know how much you want to venture out when you're getting into these Blue Wings if you want to go too wild because you want to have it long lasting forever. You want it to be always a great look for as long as, think about it, it's going to be in the family for generations to come. You want it to be a classic. It's not going to be $4,000. It's not $39 or $38 or $37 or $3,600. Think about where this per carat is going because it's awfully low. And you don't even have to pay $3,600 to get it started. Again, we haven't had a lot of activity on auctions lately, so that means you are already at an advantage, and that's a beautiful thing. And this is the last of our Blue Wings, and we're talking about giving them away as we always have tried so hard to make sure we can bring you values that top ourselves. Extra special. How about $3,500? Keep in mind if, and that's a big if right now, if we get the open at $3,500, because that is by far as low as I can go, you'd be looking at a per carat level of $370 a carat, or is it like 370 something, 374? That with a carat 31 in diamonds on a 9 carat 34 stone in the, not regular Blue Wing, but the Museum Reserve, which were the couple that were put aside at the very beginning. And we don't have an open, my goodness. Well, we'll get to some other Blue Wings, but nothing's got that size or color besides my 1614 that we had earlier. But the 1614 is $8,000. This one is potentially $3,500. Whoa. That is not supposed to be happening, but here we are. And like I said, a normal night lately has not been getting a lot of action on auctions. Well, this is a Wednesday. And so you got a really good advantage here. Really strong advantage. Do we have the open at $3,500? It is only a $10 increment after that. If we get the open, which we are verifying, and I think we may have it. It looks like we do. We didn't even put up the clock, but we do have it at $35. Okay, Tim, who do you have there, may I ask? Would they be willing to share their first name? We have the open at 35. Everybody, we just got it. It's going to go. And boy, does that beat the $13,999. If that was a caller that was here the last time this was presented when it was on the air for $14,000, and now they've got a chance to save over $10,000. Can you imagine how thrilling that is right now? You have that advantage as well, because remember, we only have one bidder, and we're going to give it a final 2 minutes, because obviously I see the writing on the wall here. It's been happening. This is why there's some opinions here that maybe we should just cease auctions altogether, because they've just not been doing. It takes some airtime, and yet haven't been getting a lot of people in on these auctions. So here's your last call. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock now, so that in 2 minutes, the clock is going to tick down. It will be gone. Whether it's to our $3,500 bidder who's got our open, or you at home who hasn't bid yet, who hasn't called yet. That's why we give you 2 minutes to do so. Because this is right now at 300, I've done the math, 374 carat, 374. Nobody else, nobody worldwide is selling Tanzanite for that price. Nobody can, nobody will. And yet we've got the best of the best here in 2 minutes on the clock. And that's that. So our last call is now. When that clock hits 0, it's going to be sold. Tim, who do you have there on this one? Yeah? Where's she calling from? No way, brand new, never shopped here before. Wait, oh, she shopped today. She's new today? What else has she been shopping for today, can I ask? She's brand new today, but she's already been shopping. I love it. Oh, I love that one. Oh my goodness. Can you ask her a question, Tim, since we're just talking to Elizabeth now? How long has she been watching? I'm curious. How long has she been watching the show? Is this her first time watching, or has she been watching like a year? Or, I mean, this is really exciting. Brand new shopper, no competition. First time watching? Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. I like her style. She just like jumping right in. She got an Alexandrite earlier, getting a blue wing now, maybe 55 seconds to figure that out. And I like her style. Well, welcome in. She's from Washington. Oh, I like this one. Who's this for? Who? Raquel. Okay, so Elizabeth, I mean, I know I'm not supposed to play favorites or anything, but wow. I'm excited for her. I am excited for her. This moment, this opportunity is pretty, and I just can't believe it. She's already picked up an Alexandrite. Now she's poised to get our blue wing block D, 9 karat 34, museum reserve. Once, twice, 3 times in 20 seconds. We'll make it official, but it looks like it's her ring, and it's white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. Now we have Raquel's request coming up, but I'm going to warn you, if you want a round that is very affordable, those are 2 things I don't get to say very often, round and affordable. We are bringing it out thanks to a Raquel request. And we're going to show it now, because this is once, twice, 3 times. It may be gone. It is. We're done. Sold. Congratulations to a brand new shopper, Raquel. Oh my goodness. Now, if your name is not Raquel and you're going, love that stone, love that mounting, love that ring, call me. It's first come, first serve. We never know who's on the line. We just know that, to be fair, we say first caller gets it. So call me now if you love it, because we're not at that position where you can miss out and expect to see another one and another one and another one. 112-2272 is right now. Okay, now, this is a round, but in a bridge. Very high end. Did you have a question there, Jason, or a request? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We have got this one here, carat 69 round. This is one of the more affordable rounds we've ever had in our history. Okay, so that should give you a little heads up that this one's going to be a really affordable deal. But it's also come down, and it was $98.98 was the price tag to start. It's got a full carat in diamond, so this is not a whatever mounting. It's an important mounting. It's got a lot of gold. It's what we call the bridge. It's really the classic iconic bridge that we do here, which it has 4 rows in total down the sides, meeting up with that halo right up top. 2 rows are going to run completely. Look at that from the side completely. You see the 2 rows run down the middle and all the way through. And then you've got finishing all through the inside. It is a substantial, heavyweight, great feel to a ring. Are you tired of having jewelry you shop for elsewhere and you go, where is the gold weight? Where is the weight of the metal? I have lost it. I'm not seeing that anymore. Where did it go? Well, that's the metals market for you. And when the metals market starts to soar, as it has been for a long time, jewelers have no choice but to really lighten everything up a little bit, whether even if it's sterling silver. It doesn't have to be gold or platinum. All metals have to really be lightened up. When you just see gold and the metal market soar the way they have, this is going to be a value. We don't have anyone on the phone lines. I don't know if you're seeing these values we're doing tonight, but if you have seen any of them, just imagine this is going to follow suit. And you're still seeing, I always ask you to look at the rounds, because obviously a round is supposed to give us that glittery flash, that disco ball effect, that beautiful kind of like dance of diamonds, right? But when you're able to still see the reds as you are here, and watch this one go up close, because you're still seeing throughout this brilliance factor, throughout the sparkle and the scintillation that otherwise Tanzanite is not going to have, you're still seeing the reds. You're still seeing the beautiful, intense neon colors. That is so special. And all I can say is we have nobody on the phone lines. And that's because I know a lot of you going, it's not my request. And you're a polite bunch, and I think that's great. But remember, first caller gets it. A lot of times requesters don't take the request. So we give you the opportunity to just go ahead and call. That's what you have to do when you deal with one-of-a-kinds like we do. You have to just go ahead and say, first caller gets it. And this can still be changed into the yellow gold or the rose gold if that is what you would prefer. But I got to tell you right now, there's no way this is sticking around. I can promise you that. Call me quickly. Nobody's thinking about it yet. And that's probably because you're going $49.99. I've seen it before, Lolo. I'm all set. I'm good to go. What if it's not? What if it's not? Just think about the what ifs here. What if it's not $5,000? What if it's not? What if we do something incredible? What if it's not 4? What if it's not 3? What if it's not even $2,000 to get a 1 carat 69 blue wing block D round with all that diamond weight? And we don't talk about this much, but the gold weight is so important here. That's important too. And we got nobody at $29.99, so guess what? I think it's got to go even lower than that. What about $19.99 though? What about under $2,000? Think I misspoke? No, we're going to that level of value here tonight. And whether you're brand new or whether you've been shopping for years, whether it's your first blue wing or your 50th, we have collectors that literally have 50 or more blue wings. We've seen it multiple times where we have customers who have been shopping these collectibles for years now, getting every single one they can. I'm going to make sure that if round has been on your radar, you got a chance to pick one up right now. All that saturation, all that red flash. Watch how you still get to see the diamonds throughout. You still see the flash of the diamonds inside the sides of the stone. That's just again, because the stone is set up. It's set up a little higher, so you're seeing the diamonds flash through it. It just brings this brilliance to the next level. And we're not even going to ask for 19 because you all have spoken. And when there's nobody speaking on the phone lines, it really is telling me and speaking volumes to that you need a better deal. You need a bigger discount and you need a better price tag right here and now. And you're going to get it because it's not even $19.99, $18.99. Come on in. I only have one, so what am I going to do? Can't get any more. I don't think we're going to bring you the regular black Ds. Definitely don't want to bring you block Cs. Oh my goodness, it would look like we don't want to get there. We just don't want to have to go there. And I know that that's all that's coming into the mind. So what are you going to do? If you're going to bring any, it's going to be block C. If you got to go out there and shop it today, you're getting block C. And have you noticed? It's a whole different color. It's really, really, really light. It's a whole different deal. I saw some Tanzanite touted the other day as the best in the world. And I'm going, that's lovely, but it's lavender. So I don't know how you say it's the best when it's not even a deeper blue color. It's lilac. Lilac is not the best. It's still pretty, but it's not the best quality. And so I would recommend this. Come on in. We're going to take it even lower. I love what we do on these values. And true, the values have just, as time has marched on, as we've shown you more and more blue wings, they have gotten to be better and better and better deals. It's true. So there is not you would think there'd be a premium here at the latter stages. You'd think there'd be, supply and demand would be at work here, and they'd be more now than they were before. The opposite has happened. Put all doubt, put all hesitation aside, and get your blue wing while it's here. I don't have an end date. I don't have an exact finale date, but I know this. every stone that we had. Loose is set. These are the chances to pick it up. If you want this one, go white, yellow, or rose gold. It's a round. I always recommend the rounds. My whole thing is rounds and emerald cuts. I think they are the most stunning way to show off the beauty, the neon, the blues, the reds, all the power these stones hold. It is best shown off in the rounds if you want a little sparkle and glitter factor. Emerald cuts if you want that sophistication wow of reds. This is the way to go. Take a look at it. It's not even going to be $18, $17, $16.99. Let's keep going. I want to make you so happy tonight. Let's go ahead and give you the value of a lifetime. It's not even $16.99 or $15.99. This mounting, we are the manufacturer. We make this mounting every day. This mounting right now is more money than $15.99. Our cost, how much it costs us to create it in-house. It's more money for the mounting than you're paying right now. So the Tanzanite is free. The workmanship and labor is free. All the sizing, the gold color and all that and the shipping, that's all happening free. And it's not even $1,599. I guess not. I'm still awaiting a caller to say yes. Let's get it ultimately low here. $1,499. Go ahead. And I will lose. If you say yes, I will lose about $755 on that mounting. That's how much I'm going to lose on the mounting. Not to mention the stone that right now is completely free in the middle. So there's your whole package deal. That's the way to go. And then operators, will you let me know if you're taking it, please? Because that's obviously one we got to move aside when that's out of here. $14.99. Wow. No blue. I really am hopeful now because we had one bidder on the last auction. And now we have nobody on this one. I have to do like a poll here with you guys. Does everybody already have a blue wing? Let me reverse the question. If you don't have a blue wing yet and you still are thinking you're going to need one in the next few coming days, let me know. Because if I'm hoping we're at that magical moment where everybody who has one or everybody who wants one already has one. That's where I'm hoping, because then there won't be anybody disappointed when I am up here saying, it's gone, it's completely done, and then I won't have anyone disappointed or angry or upset or mad. I hope we're there. If we're not and you want one and it's around and you can handle the bridge mounting that's got a lot of gold weight and diamond weight, go now. It's still here. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. I cannot remember the last time I had a show with one blue wing available, let alone two in one show. It's happened now. Well, we got the last one out the door by a one bidder auction. And now we've got this stunning round, which is one of the most elite cuts you can get. And it's here and it's available and it's $14.99, which is one of our most affordable price tags for any of our blue. I was ecstatic. When this came out by request for Raquel, I was ecstatic. I was so excited for you. And here it sits. So we've got the one right here, right now, any gold you want. All right, we keep on moving. Let's keep going. I don't know what we're going to do after this Tanzanite. I have another one. I've got a pear shape. It's a 487. So that's kind of that midpoint there. Nope, that's it. All right, no more questions. We're all good. 30 seconds left. That one's here. Okay. Well, we do have a pear shape, but I think we're going to let the Tanzanites take a little break. Let's give you a little Tanzanite Blue Wing Block D break. We will return to them if you have any more requests for them. I do have some big earrings. I've got some big modified pear shapes. All those are here. But if we're done, we're done. And I hope everyone's got one. And like I said, if there's anything I can work on for you or bring out for you, or in the next few days, if you want to reach out to me via email or via any social besides Twitter X, I'm not on that. I just am on the basic, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, reach out to me via email or call me here during the shows or what have you, and I can work on something for you. But if you don't have one yet and you're still in the market, it's go time. It's really seriously go time now. So if there's something I can seek out for you or let you know, yes or no, do we have it, do we not, certainly let me know and I can go ahead and do the legwork for you. Okay, we have a very special wheel coming up. It's called Alexandrite. It's 3 incredible pieces, but we're going to go ahead and have to mark these down too. Because what can I say? If we got blue wings here, we got a little broadcasting problem, right? Because we never, ever have blue wings stick around. So that one's here. And then let me show you what I mean by Alexandrites is actually we're going to throw a little curveball here. We've got a cat's eye. which is your cat's eye Alexandrite. We'll have to explain, because for those of you going, oh yeah, cat's eye chrysoberyl is different. This is the Alexandrite in a faceted pair, and this is the Alexandrite in a faceted oval. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be one major deal. All of these rings used to be $59.99 and up. Simply not going to be the case here, because I'm getting into panic mode. We have an hour left in the show. We have a blue wing still here and around. And now we have three incredible, one of the rarest stones, one of the most collectible stones. It's a phenomenal color-changing gem, either faceted or cabochon with a chatoyancy. So some really elite ways to go here. And they're all going to be good sizes. We've got a 61-point oval on the left. In the middle, your cat's eye is 86 points. And then on the right side, your pear shape is the largest. This is 86, this is 85. So those are pretty close. So faceted, but you know if you're in the market for a cat's eye, which is going to be the cabochon cut, or if you want a faceted stone. Traditional faceting like the oval or the pear. But really three great options here. Now, I do have, this one's got to stay in the white gold. So that'll be the bridge that stays in the white gold. This one also stays in two-tone, as is. So that's got a little bit of yellow, mostly white gold. The pear shape over here, you can change. We have that mounting ready to go in white, yellow, or rose. So you can leave it in the white or go yellow or rose gold, whichever you like. But what a day to bring out some very important Alexandrite material. Thrilled they're here. One of the most important stones in the world is right here. This is a color-changing stone, but let me also remind you that even, yes, this center stone, even though the phenomenal that you see right now is chatoyancy, it's still going to have a color change to it. A subtle color change, but a color change nonetheless. So you get a little subtle color change. You get the color change in full here and here with the pear and the oval on the sides. And let me tell you, there's going to be a little impromptu Alexandrite. I'm going to ask you, Tony, I know that's kind of pre-graphics and all that. I'm going to ask you to modify it, because this is not going to be an Alexandrite trio. That doesn't explain exactly what's about to happen. What's going to happen here with one of the rarest stones in the world, but three different ones to choose from, which we love, is that you're going to get a choice of, they're going to be a blowout price. They're going to be exotics, because we saw a smaller one earlier. That was a 50-pointer. We're going to bring these down, and these are all bigger than that, way bigger. We're talking about two that are light 1 carats. We've got that beautiful double phenomena round in the middle, which is so stunning, with diamonds that run underneath it and a halo. All really wearable. I would say the most unusual probably is the pear-shaped mounting, because that's going to have that more kind of like a dome style, but with some burnished diamonds and some pave. So you get two setting styles. It's just also the top of the hour. So we're in last hour of our big Wednesday. So we don't want you to wait too long, because obviously want to make sure you get in on these deals. It's a blowout. And that is because at $59.99, now don't get me wrong, we were going to bring these down tonight to a lower reduced price. But that lower reduced price was still $39.99. Just when, you know how people say today, read the room? I've read the room. And your room at home, all the audience across the nation and beyond, we've just read in the last 2 hours that we need to do some extreme discounting here for the final hour of our Wednesday. So that's what I'm going to do. That's why these shows are live. You could get a robot up here and do AI and have someone script the show and have somebody just sell you jewelry at the price. I'm not doing that. I am literally amending the show as we go to try and make sure jewelry goes. I can't leave it here. I can't leave it here. We can't keep jewelry tonight, and we can't take it back to the vault. We got Tucson coming up in a couple of days. We got to make sure we're moving jewelry out, not keeping it in. So instead of even $39, and if you think the next blowout price is going to be maybe $29 or maybe, I don't know, $19.99, we got a whole different deal coming, because I need to rock all of these three stones and these three rings out of here. And this is only one of the rarest stones in the world you can ever acquire. It's all color-changing material. Yes, even the cat's eye. It's all durable for everyday wear, as in 8.5 on the Mohs scale for your color-changing chrysoberyls. So you've got durable, you've got wearable, they're all loaded with diamonds. How about this? This has got, just keep in mind, that yellow diamond weight is 9 points, but you're getting a carat 17 around it. That's a grand total. Think about this for a second. You're getting 126 in diamonds. Overall, how about this bridge? That cat's eye is going to be surrounded by 95 points in diamonds. And this pear shape, if you want to go a little lighter on your diamond weight, go here with the pear. The pear shape is the 85 pointer, but it's got 44 points in diamonds in the gold. So the other two stay as is. This is the one you can change to yellow or rose. We have nobody on the lines at $19.99. I've taken exactly $2,000 off where they were supposed to be. And that's not doing it. So we get to do whatever we want. It's the last 58 minutes of the show. We're going to blow these out, give you a greater value. If you don't have Alexandrite yet, I don't know if there's ever going to be a moment to get one at a extra important value beyond what's happening right here, right now. It's not even 19, they're not 18, they're not 17, they're not 16. I don't need these bags. These bags have very different numbers on them that I am not even caring about or looking at. All I care about is the phones ringing and these pieces moving to you guys tonight. That's all that matters. We're just trading jewelry. It's just jewelry changing hands here from us to you. And these are highly collectible and really big mountings, and they're not $16.99 and they're not $15.99 either. I'll just keep on going. Operators, let me know which one you have, please. It is, again, all bigger material, all really rare, all really stunning. They're not even going to be $1,499 a piece. If this isn't a value you get excited about, honestly, you may not be a gem person, because this is a value to be extra ecstatic about. You just don't see Alexandrite's price this way, and I'm going to keep on going. Okay, remember how that last Tanzanite was well under the cost of the mounting? We're there on all three of these too. It's one thing to give away blue wing block D, that's nice. It's another thing to give away Alexandrite, color changing chrysoberyl, and the durability, the history that it has, the gorgeous origin. These are out of Brazil, and it's not even going to be $14.99. Remember, there's a carat 26 in this diamond mounting with yellow and white diamonds. There's a 95-point diamond mounting here. I'll put it out there. If you want them for the semi-mounts instead of the finished piece, go ahead and grab them, because the semi-mounts would never be this price, even on their own. And this is what now I'm getting scared. Now I'm getting really concerned. Do you like one? Already, the one with the yellow diamonds being verified right now. Let me know, Tim, if you get it. This is where I think we're going to start to get really busy here. $14.99 is not your price. I need to do even better, and I will. And these are truly, guys, I work every day in the trenches of jewelry, designing, manufacturing, creating, outside of TVON. I wish I could make jewelry like this. I wish I could make a jewelry as exotic and specialty as this is and keep it this affordable. Nobody can, though. This is another world, and it's just us discounting our $59.99 and up pieces, taking them lower for you, getting you your favorites. Take a lot of diamond weight with it. Do what you wish, but they're not even $14.99. Let's make it even better, even easier, and then operators, you let me know which one you're taking. I'll try them on. I bet you want to see that oval on the hand. You go right now. Take a look. Yellow and white diamonds. That's going to be looks like a 1 carat all day, doesn't it? But remember, that oval is a really special 61 pointer. It is facing up remarkably larger than that. It's got yellow and white diamonds. That is a carat 17 just in your white diamonds, another 9 points in the yellow. It's not even $14.99. Which one do you like? 100% the oval. Oval, 100%. Not even 14. Let's go even lower. I don't think we need to now. I think that value has now sunk in. We're going to do better, though, and I'll make them $1,399. We'll get you the deal of a lifetime on Alexandrites, but for 60 seconds only, and then while they're here, of course. So, Jason, are you thinking about the oval? Because I know Tim's thinking about the oval as well. Pear shape. Already gone. Can I try it on real quick for you, Andy? I know Andy's got that one, but let's try it on for him. 111-9051 is spoken for. There's the pear shape. That's the 85-pointer with the diamonds at 44 points, pave and burnish. So great ring there. That one's gone. Which one did you decide on? Let's try on the oval again for you. Here, I know a lot of people are talking about the oval right now. Here's the oval, which, again, it does not look like a 61-pointer. That's what obviously is why you see it on the hand here and you realize, no, it does not. This mounting always holds a carat or a carat and a half. So the fact that's a 61-pointer, it may be, but it's just giving you a larger face. So it likely means it's a more shallow cut. And so it has a bigger face-up value than its actual carat weight indicates, 61 points. But also remember, this is a 126 designer diamond mounting. That's a very important mounting for $13.99. And now we just are down to these two. The cat's eye still hanging out. Lots of people talking about that oval. You got it. So did you already get it, or are you thinking about it? So great. Okay, so let me know, Jason, if you've got it. Let me know if you're getting it, because once that oval is spoken for, it is spoken for, and then we got to go. And then it looks like we've down to the cat's eye round, which is the largest one, actually, 86 points on the round. It's got the 2 phenomenas, not 1, but 2 phenomenas. Last call. Wow. Never, ever, ever thought I would see any. I mean, I come from a loose gem background too, selling a lot of loose gems on the air, on TV, way back in the day. Never could you get these Alexandrites. I mean, it really is like going back in time. But if you went back to 2004 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 2010, I sold loose gems, more loose gems than I sold finished jewelry from 2004 to 2010. I spent 4 days a week selling loose gems and 3 days a week selling jewelry. And I got to tell you, never, ever, ever, ever would I ever have had any of these stones loose for that price. Never. And that was back in a different era all entirely. So it's really impressive. I'm working on it. Ignacio, thank you for the email. I am working on it. I am working on it, but you know, I'm at the mercy of our, you know, very, very busy jewelry department, so I can't always just click my heels and get it done in a day, but I am working on it. And so I put the request in, and so as soon as it's ready, trust me, I will send you an email the moment it is ready and in my hands, and then you won't miss it. I won't let you miss it, I promise. So yes, I've already put the request in on Monday. So yes, it should be, give us a week or two. It's a very busy time of year. A lot of our folks are out of town for Tucson, so things might take a tad bit longer than they sometimes do right now to make special requests, because you know we're gone for a whole week pretty much. Our broadcast will still be here. I will still be here, but pretty much the entirety of the TVON family, though, is at Tucson. So for this next starting Sunday all the way through next week. So yeah, it's a really busy time of year for us in the jewelry business. Yeah, which one? Okay, so the oval's gone. Congratulations. It may have gone a minute ago, but I just got word that is gone. So congrats on that one. And then we have this one left. So let's bring up the ab number 1120013. I don't want to leave that here. It's too precious to leave here. I know it looks different than the others. That's because it's actually more rare. There's not a lot that can be more rare than Alexandrite, but this one is because it's Alexandrite and it's cat's eye chrysoberyl together. Yes? The which one? Oh, the round. Wonderful. Really? Oh, I'm so glad. That's wonderful. She's a collector then. She's already got 3 blue wings and she loves them all. And I bet she's probably mixed up her cuts and her styles, which is what's so fun about doing it. And thank you, Celeste, so much. I'm so glad to hear you've been she's our Celeste the collector. I love that. That's wonderful. Enjoy them all for many years to come, and I'm so glad you've got a piece of that prized material. We're all so blessed to be privileged enough to get a look at it, and I've been really just honored to show it to you, and it's always going to be one of those great joys that I look back on as one of the greatest privileges I've had, and that's among many in the gem world. So thank you, Celeste, so much. Enjoy your newest and your latest. And here we go with the last look here at $13.99 for our cat's eye. It's a round. It's an 86 pointer. That was the biggest of the 3 to start. And it's the round, and it's got the dual phenomena. It's not going to have that really, really bold color change, but it will be subtle. There is a subtle color change about it. So you will get a little bit of that red and purple in addition to the blues and the greens, and it's only $13.99. So that's a serious value with 95 points in diamonds, and white gold only on this one, as we said. Okay, coming up, we're going to show you, we got a little fire opal action, and it's actually in a new mounting, okay? But we didn't want to go over the top crazy. How do you make something classic but new? Because the classics are the classics, right? They've been around. We've seen them all. We know them well. You see them everywhere. This is like a little upgrade for us. And isn't it pretty? And still very important, because check this out. Item number here is going to be 1122941. This is probably the most red of the fire opals I've seen us do. It's a beauty, isn't it? It's a Mexican fire opal, one source. 3 stones. That number, that magic number of 3 on each side, all going to be graduated in their size, and it looks lovely, doesn't it? The Mexican fire opal itself is an 83 pointer minimum. Then you have a beautiful 22 points, but only among those 6 stones. So keep that in mind. I know they're all different sizes. Obviously, they go from larger to medium to smaller. It's the whole Goldilocks ring here. There's, you know, the not too hot, not too cold, right, just right in the middle. I mean, that's your perfect match, but it's all just following the tapering of the band itself. Think about it, there's only 3 prongs in the ring. You have 7 stones, yet it's 3 prongs. All those diamonds are burnished. They're set at the surface level of the gold, which is so pretty. And on average, it'd be about 4 points a piece. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do on this one. It's a beauty. It's a lovely color. Kind of looks like ruby. FYI, I have our largest ruby here at $351, but it's also a ton of money, right? Because big rubies do that. When you get a fire opal, you're actually getting the opposite. You're getting a stone that looks larger than 83 points, and let's take a look. Since it's a newish mounting, let's put it on the hand here for you. And for those of you that have loved burnished diamonds or love bezel set diamonds, this gives you the look. Yes? Uh-huh. Like a millimeter size? Well, it was 61 points. Do they need a millimeter size, like a measurement? Yeah. Let me go ahead and do that because it looks like a 1 carat, doesn't it? So I'll just go ahead and do that, even though that ring's already gone, I believe. But let me check it for you. Let me go ahead and get a millimeter gauge. Check that out for you, since I don't want to just estimate it because it might not be exact. So here's what we're going to do on the fire opal as we get you a little millimeter action going on that. This is for the oval Alex we just had. It is, looks like it is calibrated actually, Tim. It's a 5x7. Yeah, so that is equivalent, as you all know, with calibrated sizes. In most stones, a 5x7 is about a 1 carat, so keep that in mind. Or just slightly under, somewhere in that range. Here we go. Every stone being a little different density, though, so it varies, but you get the idea. An estimation for you, an approximation, if you will. So on this one, we're going to make it really affordable. It's brand new, and if you want it in white gold, we'll do it. You want it in rose gold? We can do that, too. But I'm going to make it affordable, and we're going to get you the big diamonds here as well. And then eventually one day we'll get a center on this wheel, and the poor thing will be, you know, hopefully all better and fine. But take a look. It's going to be under $1,000 and not $999 either. So we're going to do that for you, and it's really, really special. I just want to make this easy. It's going to be $699, and you know, I always like to do that, especially when we debut something new like this. I want to make it extra affordable so that you can try it, because a lot of times there are mountings you know and love that you might pick up again and again with different stones in the middle. But this is one that, given that nobody's tried it yet, we wanted to really introduce a very nice little extra special price for you here on day one. So $699. Was that helpful to you there? Did you, okay, did you get that one? Okay, so glad we answered their questions there. And then here we go. I've got Alexandrite in a 70-point size, but you know what? We'll skip that one because it doesn't hold a candle to the values we did. I do have a blue sapphire. We have a yellow diamond that's also in a new design today. And we have some pear-shaped Tanzanite, and I do have a men's Paraíba, but it is not cheap. It is a $70,000 piece, and this is what it looks like. Call me if you like it. It's a very important Paraíba. It's a 1 carat, but it is pricey. So we also have a couple museum pieces to show you before we go. Hey, I'm opening it up to your requests. We only have 44 minutes left in our Wednesday. So if you have any requests whatsoever, please, please, please get those in. I know if you had any questions about the nail bangle, I know a lot of you, you know, we have such a different, you know, diverse audience. And when you do daytime shows and nighttime shows and weekends and weekdays, we have a pretty diverse audience, and a lot of people will only watch one grouping of shows or the other. People who are my night owls like me might not watch the early morning weekend shows. Sometimes it's flip-flopped. Either way, this is why we're kind of here at various times of the day on different days of the week. So if you did miss the nail bangle, we were talking about this a little earlier because a lot of you were asking about it because it sounds like you maybe missed the weekend shows. And we did actually find out today we can still make a couple of them. It'll take a little extra time because we're obviously, you know, creating them in the order they were placed. So in the order they were actually, the orders were placed, if that makes sense. So it started on Saturday. It went a little over into Sunday. We had some broadcasting issues on Saturday. So if you missed it, you can call on that. So if you need any questions answered about that or need to see it again, please let me know because I know there have been some questions about it. So just keep that in mind because we did actually find that with our weekends being a little crazy and, you know, NFL playoffs and broadcasting issues with our main provider on Saturday, we had a lot of you upset you missed it. So if you have any questions for me about the nail bangle, this is my personal one that I'm wearing here. It's the only one that's made so far. I'd be happy to answer those questions or give you a little look at it too if you need a look at it. But it's a very important designer piece that we decided to bring to you with the same exact specifications, the 18 karat gold, the same design, the same VS diamonds, and the same carat weight, and bring it to you at a fraction of the price. So that was the beautiful thing there. Let's get to, I mentioned the ruby. You guys aren't into this new design? Okay. That's okay too. We kind of like to evaluate it, and then we'll either make it again. Sometimes we bring a new design, it goes crazy, everybody loves it. We'll bring it again and again. Other times, not as much. So it's nice to know where you guys stand on that. But take a look. We love the feedback. This is the ruby, since I just mentioned it. Wanted to bring it on out to you. It's our largest. It's our 351. Rubies are a bit of a struggle here because we don't have a lot of them. And so when we get the big ones, a lot of people say, well, I've seen rubies elsewhere for no money. Yeah, there's a lot of different types of rubies. There's a lot of different sources for rubies. There's some that are, a lot of them that are glass filled and things like that. And they just can be all over the map in quality and therefore price tag. We have Burma, and I won't say exclusively Burma, but like 99% of what we do is Burma. This happens to be our 3 carat 51. So a large, large, large oval, a beautiful, beautiful color. It's still, you would expect as the stones get bigger in Burmese, you would expect them to have a lot less clarity. Not the case here. Look at that stone. That stone is clean to the point where it's 3.5 carats and it's still glowing. So just in case you're in the market for a big ruby, it did have a brand new markdown today. It's 1114809. It goes way back in time when this was created. Wanted to bring it on out for you. It's our 351 oval. It's got a carat 28 in the signature mounting in the diamonds, and it is a good looking stone. This is like the holy grail of rubies right here. And let's come in even closer, because why not? Take a look at the blues and the reds. Yeah, there's a secondary blue color that happens out of the best from Burma. That's what you see there. It's glowing, as rubies usually don't do. They're usually opaque. It's got a great finishing on the inside as well. And if you are a collector of the best in the world, consider this one. Consider this one. They don't get larger. Look at all that gold. We can do it in white, yellow, rose. Of course, we want you to have your perfect choice of gold combination. I love a good ruby and a yellow gold. That's the way to go. I always like to, when I have this exact ruby in this mounting, I like to talk about many years ago when I was really just starting. It was 2004. My mom bought this ring off of a show that I did at a different network. TVON didn't exist, but this mounting has existed forever. And she bought something off the air. And she just literally, this is a woman who'd been collecting gems and jewelry for a long, long time. She wasn't in the business. She was in the teaching world. She was a teacher. And then she did that for, she had a master's in childhood education and all that. So she was always in teaching. And the thing is, she'd always just had a passion for jewelry. I grew up around it just through her passion for it. And I got to tell you, a July birthday, a good old strong, wonderful, totally magnetic Leo that she is, she never, ever, ever purchased a ruby, ever. She had every kind of stone possible and known to man, but she never had a good ruby. And it was always because she'd heard about Burma, she'd heard about it, read about it, seen photographs, seen them in museums, never had a chance to actually own a Burma stone until I got in the business professionally, started doing this many, many years ago, and she bought one off the air. It happens to be a 2 carat in this mounting. She owns it, wears it almost every day. And guess what? In 2004, she shopped a different show, a different network. It was me hosting, but it was a different network that doesn't exist anymore. And she paid $4,400 in 2004. By my calculation, that was 20 years ago, which sounds frightening and scary, but it was. And she paid $4,400 for a 2 carat in this mounting. This is a 351, and it's better. Sorry, Mom, but it's better. This didn't exist then. And it's got the same diamond weight. Diamonds have gone up a little in 20 years. Oh, gold's gone up a bunch. So all of that said, we have a $13,000 ring sitting here, and we're not asking for $13,000. And my goodness, we have got a deal. So if you need a ruby for whether it's Valentine's Day, a July birthday, an anniversary, whatever, you're like my mom and you've been collecting gems for decades, but never found a ruby good enough, this one will be good enough. And it's not even $13,000 tonight. So this is why I'm excited to bring it out. It's not even 10. It was literally $12,999. It's had discounts through sale events and the sort, and now we're going to bring it to its lowest right now and make this one ruby just my lowest it can be. It's not even $8,000 or $79.99, and they just get to a whole nother level. And if you are thinking to yourself, big deal. So Linda Linda, that's my mom. So Linda got a 2 carat many years ago for $4,400. Big deal. This is only a carat and a half bigger. This is the ruby world. They're chromium rich. And when they're chromium rich, they don't get into big sizes. A 2 carat is considered gigantic. A 3 carat, another level. A 351, even more unique. So that is why this is such a statement. It is a statement piece, and it's not even going to be $79.99. First caller, if anybody wants it, it's just simply put our biggest stone, our best value in one of our greatest all-time classic mountings. You can have it 10, 20, 30 years from now. When we're not around 200 years from now, this is going to be a popular mounting. And I'm not psychic. I just know this is the kind of classic mounting that we all love. Take a look at it. It's not even $79.99. I'll do it right now for $78.88. First caller. And then, Andy, thank you for bringing these requests because I love them. Who wanted to see Speen and Mandarin?
The Mandarin is for Diane, and the Speen is for Janet.
Thank you so much. Any particular order I should show them in, or?
I think Diane.
You got it. Diane will show yours first, and then Janet right after that, your Speen. So we've got Mandarin and Speen. Thank you for the request, ladies. I appreciate that. We're in our last 35 minutes or so, and we would love some requests here. So here's our big Mandarin. Think about the ruby. Give me a call. I'm going to show it on the hand really quickly, and watch how it still glows. From all that distance away, you still see that glow. That is what's so remarkable to get a ruby that can do that. Still giving that transparency like that has. That secondary blue, which is textbook Burmese. That's that telltale sign you've got a Burma stone when there's secondary hues of blue. Let's take a look at this Mandarin for Diane. Diane, let's see what you think of this one. I know we've got some different Mandarins in the house, but this is a really bright, incredible pear shape. 111-7717 is the number, and this is a very heavy mounting. It's got a lot of gold presence to it. Feels great on, looks great because that's the perfect bright, juicy color we love in a Mandarin, neon orange. But you also have a great 338. It's 45 points in diamonds. There's some bezel, there's some pave, every which direction. It always gives this kind of old world vintage vibe. It just is, it's made in a way we don't see jewelry made a lot anymore, with the multiple setting styles, the heavy gold weight, and yet still some nods to today with the negative space between the different diamond setting styles here. We'll take a look at it on and get you ready for a big discount here. And if this one doesn't suit you, Diane, please give us a call and let us know what your, how we can find the perfect piece. But I will get you the value you need, because the $39.99 price is gone. Bye-bye. And we're going to make it $1,900. You know what? Skip 19. Skip 15. Let's give away some jewelry here. End of the night is upon us. It's not 15, it's not 14, it's not 13. I'll make it $12.99. And Diane, I got to tell you, I have not seen anything rise more in price tag in the last year than Mandarins and Paraibas. Those are the two that every time I see us bring a new one, I'm going, oh my gosh, these prices. The Mandarin garnets are one of the seriously highest rising costs per carat of any gem worldwide. And I get it. They've not been around all that long. They were only discovered in 1991. They've been gone for a few years now. There were only a couple of different sources. So you just don't see many out and about. You really need to go to an exotic gem type of dealer to even see any kind of assortment of Mandarins. We're so excited to have them. They're still garnet, so this month's birthstone, but that really bright, beautiful neon orange. So that's a Mandarin we thought you might like. But again, got a few Mandarins, so if there's any kind of specifics you now are inspired by, let us know. And then I've got, okay, Janet, the most gorgeous color change Sphinx, although this does not have to be. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to fly. I'm giving you a heads up because I want you to be really early on the phone lines here, because that is going to be one that flies. I can't keep a Sphinx in stock, and this one's in the same bridge. We just saw this bridge a few moments ago with an Alexandrite cat's eye. And now, if you don't mind, I'm going to really hold it up here, because sitting here, we're getting a nice overhead, but look at how this stone looks face up. You got to see the dance of Sphinx. The brilliance, the beauty, everything this gives is beyond important. And I'm going to come in a little closer and do the same thing. It's all 112-2587. It's going to be our round, which for my money, that's the cut you want. It's the best combination for a stone that has some of the highest brilliance of any gem in the world. This is a higher dispersion level than diamonds. Very few stones can boast that. This one has a higher dispersion level than diamond. It's a carat 03. It's 95 points in diamonds. They go double row all the way through. Then you've got that big halo. And you're going to actually have the sides of that mirror finished gold, which is really, really pretty. And I've got it in yellow gold only, unfortunately, so that one. But I will tell you, with the amount of yellows, I don't know if there's any other way you'd want to do it. Take a look. See the yellows and the oranges and the reds. So a lot of those rich, warm colors coming through that green backdrop. And of course, what does it mean? Color change spin also means it changes to red. So if you're in a different light source, like incandescent lighting, you've got the red. All that you see that's green turns to a red. So it's a fascinating, rare, exotic stone, and it's a big size. And it used to be $59.99. That's what happens with the sphenes when they get over a carat. They get real pricey real fast because they're rare. And then you get the ultimate clarity, which then shows off the dispersion, and then they get more pricey. We're going to take it the opposite way. Don't pay $59, don't pay $49, don't even pay $39. I'm going to make this, like, again, last half hours here. We got to really start dropping some prices. And I really want more requests, and this is a good one here. And it's not even going to be $29 or... I actually don't think this has happened. We're going to do less than $19.99. And 1 carat plusers don't go under $2,000. This one already has. I'm not done. Call me early. Got to stay just as is. The only thing I need to know is what size do you need? That is the only question on deck here. What size do you need? And that's that. That's all we need to know. It stays in the yellow gold. Look at it from that angle. You're seeing actual hot pinks. Forget red. There were hot pinks coming through. Isn't that something? This is something you need to own if you're even at all kind of sort of maybe thinking about it. We're done with these. You know how we're getting ready for the end of blue wings? This one's already done. No new ones, nothing else, not 19, 18, 17, 16. I keep going. We got to make sure we're moving jewelry here in the last 30 minutes, and we got to keep it going. So you don't even pay 16, and this is all because it's a request. Let's make it doable. Let's make it easy. Let's make it affordable, and let's get you a better price than even $1,599. Oh my goodness. Blow it out right now. We'll make it $1,499. And all you need to do, again, gold color stays in the yellow. Don't think you'd want any other way. Let me try it on. We need to know your size. And that's that. Was that our requester over there? Janet? It was? Do we need to find something else for her? What was her feedback? I don't want to just leave you hanging. Okay, so let's see if we have something else. Is she looking for a different shape, cut, size? Ask those questions, Jason. Ask those questions. We're here to help. We're here to help. We need to help you own what you need. I know we don't have a ton of sphenes available, but this is where, again, this one's available. Our requester has bowed out. She says, no thanks. So this is where anybody can come in and get it and make it yours. $14.99. We'll give that 30 more seconds just to let you know. Don't have to be polite. Our requester has already been on the phone lines and bowed out. So this is where you can get it if you want it. That is a really tough, tough, tough price to see associated with a sphen that changes color like that does. And don't forget, we still had a yellow sapphire here from earlier. Yellow sapphire for $9.99. We'll keep showing that till that goes. Here it is. Sure, this is what the inside of this bridge looks like. We've had it like 2,000 times, but it doesn't mean everyone's seen the back. So that's really important. All these bridge mountings are made in the same type of way. Where this is where, do you see the diamonds there that are like your lower level? That, not lower level diamonds, like a literal lower level, the way it's built, the dimension. That's going to be the foundation for the ring on half of it. The other side is finished. And we're talking about the very rear is a sizing bar that's all solid. Then you have what looks like a more typical undergallery with some cutouts. There's like 2 layers of gold. And then the rest is the underside of where those diamonds are set. Still going to give you a way to clean them, but then that is what sits it up off the hand. So it is like a complete ring on top of another ring almost, is really how these bridge mountings are formed. You can see the depth of the gold through even the most narrow part of the band in the back, how deep it is, how wide it is. There's not a lot of, again, tapering on this one, but you can still go true to size. And it's $14.99. And it's here. Okay, coming up, we'll get to, and we didn't hear back from our requester for the Mandarin, so I'm striking out. Baseball season, well, at least spring training is a month from today. So I might start using more baseball references because I'm a little obsessed. And so, yeah, struck out and it's not even spring training yet. Darn it. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you something from earlier because I still believe this one just needs to be seen by the right person and the right collector. So here we are. Again, take a look at it face up because I know the overhead views on this one are tough. And let me see if I can polish it off the surface a little bit better. And if you have any requests for us, get them in because we still have a whole 27 minutes to play with. And I've shown you everything for the night. So anything you want to see, we're wide open for your requests. So there is our spine. That's our changing color. I can't show you the color change here because we only have one type of light in the studio, as you will at home. Yeah. Verifying on this one. Tim, you're on something else. Jason's verifying. Jess is verifying. So it'll be down to these two, whoever says sold first. And then I'm going to recap the yellow sapphire, which is our nearly 2-carat unheated stone from earlier. And then we'll see if we have any other requests we can get to in our last 27 minutes. That's plenty of airtime to find who knows what. We can find whatever your heart desires. But let me show you this one. This is that yellow sapphire. This is now my third time showing this because I'm not one into reruns. But I do think this one just needs a great home because it's one of my better values of the entire show. And it's 1122653, and that's a gorgeous, bright, natural yellow sapphire. It's a carat 87 in size, so that's not a small stone, and it's got 45 points in diamonds with it. And now, white will change the gold color. Yellow now, white or rose are fine. I would recommend either going with the white gold or the yellow gold as is. I don't think you want to get too fancy with the rose because it's actually going to look not that fancy. Take a look at this mounting. It's almost a half carat in diamonds, but you have the double row on the sides. Kind of like your half moon style on the sides of the center. All still halos. And it's only $9.99. So there again is that value that I thought was worthy of a third airing tonight. Yes. Excuse me. I do not have any crystal opals. What are they looking for? Small, large? Any particular shape? No crystal opals, but we can look in the back. Go straight to our opals and see what we've got. Just let us know if you can, any specifics. When we say make a request, obviously as many specifics as you can provide are helpful. Yeah. Oh, good. Yellow sapphire's gone as well. Thank you so much. Did want to show you also, there's a really pretty blue sapphire. So since we're on the sapphire kick, let me show you this one. Not a brand new design, the design we know and we love. But it's got this really rich royal blue sapphire. It's velvety. I want to make sure I got it cleaned up. It's 1122213. There's a 2 and a 2 and a 3 in it, so I like it. But it's also going to be our 90-pointer, and it's 53 points in diamonds. Yeah, 223 is coming up, you know. It's coming up. Okay. I love the color of this because that is the color that normally signifies it's from a mine called Kashmir. Now, Kashmir blues, if you've ever seen one, it's known for a rich velvety. It looks like it has almost a texture to it. This is Ceylon material, but it's that royal blue color that has a little bit of that velvety look to it. It's going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. These are, again, burnished diamonds, so all the diamonds are set smoothly into the surface of the gold, which is a wider band, as you can see, but it's going to taper so it's comfortable. The diamonds are different sizes that are then scattered towards the outside. So you see they get a little more scattered, and they get a little more condensed and intense here in the middle. And then we'll show you the inside, which is finished like so. It can be done in white, yellow, or rose gold. It's a lovely, lovely ring. And it's going to be a great deal. And, hey, it's the end of the show, and we're still going to recap that yellow diamond heart shape, too, because that one's got to go big time. It's our major 209 for an incredible value. So we got to show you that before we go. But anybody who wants this blue sapphire, I'm just going to give it away. It's got a, I'll show it to you right here. So this was scheduled to be on the show today. There's the ring, there's the price. You saw what that said? $39.99. Now I'm skipping it. I'm giving you a brand new price just for the end of the show here. And we're going to make it really, really easy and affordable for you. And it's not even close to $39.99 or even halvesies at $19.99. A major, major value right now. And you do not have to pay $39 or $19.99. We love a good half off sale. That makes it really, really important already. But it's going to be even less. And this is the one to get a hold of. It's not even going to be $1,500. We'll make it $14.99. First caller only on that one. And yes, Tim, go ahead. Yes, I would love to. So this is what it looks like on the hand. And remember, here's your tapering. So it's going to be plenty of comfort built in because the ring being wide across the top, almost like a cigar band style, as we call it, is going to have that tapering in the back. So it's, you go true to size on it. It does not inhibit your range of motion at all. It's a beautiful, wider, almost dome, but I don't want to say dome because it actually goes concave in. It dips in. Dome styles go out like rounded and bulbous. This is actually dips in, so it's concave, not convex. So it's almost like it keeps everything at the surface here. It's like your stone is almost protected in a way because the stone doesn't then sit up too high either. So it's really very smart the way this is designed and the way it's created so that your sapphire is really set down. I mean, don't worry, sapphires are plenty durable. They're not in the Mohs scale. The only thing that tops it in durability is diamonds. So you've got a really durable stone it can put up with every day, put it through the paces wear. But it's nice to have a really, really beautiful color like that because that's really what it's all about in sapphire. Size is great too. This is almost a 1 carat, but it's nice to have that really luscious, rich, deep color without going overboard. That's always the difficulty with the sapphires is a lot of times they go a little bit too dark and then suddenly you lose all the blue color. And that is not the point or the purpose. You want to get the bright blues, you want to have the vibrant royal blues, and you're getting it all right there. So that's $14.99. We're verifying on that one. Then I do want to show you, there's a 1 carat yellow diamond that's kind of a simple style mounting if you want to see a little bit more on that. Isn't that really fresh? That is awfully beautiful, isn't it? Modern, smooth, mirror finished gold. Talk about a dome. This is a slight dome style. We'll get to that for you. And then any questions or requests, we want to hear from you before we go because we still have a whole 20 minutes. So a lot of time to show you whatever you need, but not too long where you want to wait because you want to give us a minute or two to find what you need for you and bring it on out. So any more questions on that, Tim? Let me know if you've got it. Then we're going to move on. Let's just show you this beautiful dome style. But this one features a huge yellow diamond in the middle. It's a 1 carat exactly. It's our cushion cut. Yeah, it's a cushion. It almost looks like it could be round or oval. It's right on the edge. It's just a little bit elongated to make it a true cushion. It has a soft corner to it. It's a brilliant cut, and it's 112-2938. And isn't that, it's really all about the color. It's nice it's in yellow gold, and I'll tell you why. Usually a yellow gold mounting, imagine for a moment in your mind if that stone was the color of the yellow gold. See how the yellow gold is lighter, less rich, less saturated? Imagine for a moment that yellow diamond was a perfect match in color. If it were, that'd be very typical of what you see with yellow diamonds. I know it's a confusing world. You got diamonds that are, there's so much to consider when you're shopping for a diamond. It's why, you know, you could give a course. It's why when you learn diamonds at GIA, it's several years of getting diamond certifications. It's why when even, you know, comes to people who want to get engaged and they got to go out and start the adventure that is diamond shopping, it's a complicated thing to do because there's so much to learn about diamonds and there's so many formulas to really think about when you're trying to get what you need or what you want. And with our diamonds, we make it so easy because we're really here to show you just the best. We've done all that sorting for you. We've weeded out all of the basics and obviously the commercial grade and the decent qualities, and we have just gone straight to the top. We are so selective about what we ever choose to show on the show. I mean, when you only have 3 hours a day to show jewelry, we have to be really selective about what it is that gets that airtime, right? And this is a bright, vivid tone of diamond that you don't usually see. You see how it's several shades brighter. I'm not going to say darker because you don't want your yellow diamonds to be brown or orange. You want them to be a perfect sunshine yellow. But there's really, really light, then there's more mid-tone, and then there's these really what we call the vivid ones. That's what you're getting here. Now, the white diamonds are actually set in these pave channels. It's there's pave and there's channel set. This is both because it's dipped down and recessed within the gold. So if you were to run your finger along the surface, it's completely smooth. But those diamond rows are actually pave within that. So it's like stripes, 23 points in diamonds, beautiful modern way to do a diamond ring where, let's face it, we haven't seen too many like this. And yet that means that there's probably a few of you out there that have maybe waited for a design like this. Waited for something that wasn't double halos, bridge. Maybe you're not looking for a lot of extra diamonds. Maybe your lifestyle is such that you're more casual and you just want a little lighter diamond accent. Weight like this has. Maybe you like the dome style because it's more modern. It gives you a lot of gold credit here, right? You're seeing a lot of gold. Much more than you usually do, right? And this striped effect that does this ripple effect outward in either direction from your center stone. It's precious. It's really pretty. It does feel modern. It feels like those dome bands, but again, we're not setting it way up too high. You've got that really nice kind of conservative elevation to it, and it's gonna be so affordable because I gotta make it affordable here at the end of the night when it's a $79.99 yellow diamond ring, and now it's not. And you can have the white gold. Think of how pretty that contrast would be if that was sleek white gold. You could do rose gold. Wouldn't recommend it. But this is how it looks in the yellow. And you know what? Choose your favorite. We're going to make it an easy deal because we got more requests coming in. And I love this Mandarin. So we'll show. I'm assuming this might be for Diane again. We'll find out. But this is not even $79.99. And remember what we told you about the wholesale world of yellow diamonds back in Hong Kong in September. $6,800 was the most affordable 1 carat cushion cut VS yellow diamond. It was $6,800. I'm trying to think, was it even VS? I don't even know. I think it was just a 1 carat yellow. Not even necessarily VS, $6,800. $6,800. That was what you had to pay in wholesale. This is why we're not bringing new yellow diamonds in. This is why we have to take from what we have, what exists here in the inventory, bring those out, and give you the values that, let me tell you, are gone. Not just from, the rest of the world, they've never been able to bring you values like we have, but our own values now gone. So take a look at this. This is going to be better than $79.99. It's going to be a lot better. We'll blow it out right now. End of the show is here. Got to make it easy and don't want to spend too much time with this price tag on the air because it's way too low, because it's not even $3,000. $3,000 for this modern, fresh, brand new tonight. We already have someone thinking about it. It's not $29.99. Let me make this the piece you don't have to think about, the piece that you know immediately. I know that's a great value up there. We all do. But we need to make sure this value is so incredible that it's just obvious and you can go for it and say yes and be very proud of your shopping prowess because you got TVON on your side. And you're here at the right time, on the right night, with the right ring, brand new, and it's not even $2,500. It's $2,499. That's what we're doing. And you don't need to believe me, but if you get to Tucson next week, if you get to Las Vegas in June, if you decide to go overseas to any of the Hong Kong shows, there are several a year, you will see what I'm talking about. Except by then, the yellow diamond loose stones will be even more money. 7, 8, 9,000. The sky is the limit because the yellow diamonds are not getting any more available. The Argyle mine is shut down some time ago, and now we are all worldwide, diamond collectors, jewelry lovers worldwide are kind of fighting over the same material. So it's driving that price up, 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 and even if you got all the connections in the world and you can go shop wholesale, you're not buying your diamonds for this price. Now, this is not a loose diamond. It's in a bunch of finished gold. It's in a dome style. It's got VS diamonds on the sides of it. It's done with the finishing on the inside. You have got a great ring, and it's under $2,500. It's incredible. We've got a Mandarin coming up for you in the round. I want to give this final 60 seconds, though, and I'll try it on again. I really want you to look at it, though, for the gold, because I know that without 8 different yellow diamonds sitting next to it, most yellow diamonds would be the color of this yellow gold here. That yellow gold, that would be, do you see that mirror finishing? I mean, you can see my hand here. It's wild how much mirror finishing you have in the surface area of the gold. But this is what's so amazing. If you were buying it for the loose stone, you got the deal. That's the deal. But you're getting such a premium color of the diamond. You're getting that exquisite cutting, which is that brilliant cushion cut. It is a cushion, slightly elongated, but very soft edges to it so that it kind of looks like an oval or a round. So it's really pretty, and the brilliant cutting is everything. Trust me, if you didn't get a brilliant cut at this point, we're so used to seeing them here, you would see a big difference, and I don't think you'd like them all that much because they just wouldn't give the same glittering factor. So that's one of our good yellow diamonds. Let's go to this Mandarin that we brought out that may help out another requester, or who knows. It's pretty lively. Look how pretty this is, that Mandarin round. With, yes, pink diamonds and a lot of them, and then white diamonds as well. This is going to be item number 1122220, and it's our carat 86 round, and I'll tell you what, this makes that pear shape. It kind of puts it to shame. We had a pear shape that, like most Mandarins, had a few visible inclusions when we were real close up. This stone, we're still close up, and look at how that round is glittering. There are no inclusions to the naked eye with this magnified view, and that's a nearly 2 carat round. That's impressive. But you're also getting pink diamonds at 14 points, and then you get the outer halo of the white diamonds, and that's another 50 points. So 64 points in total of pink diamonds and white diamonds together. You've got this gorgeous round. Do not, here's my disclaimer, do not wear Mandarins if you are shy or just want to kind of let your jewelry just go unnoticed and unrecognized. This is a stone that is as lively as you would think. It's one of those, if you ever wear a Mandarin, it will be one that you have to think of it this way. For the people who don't spend their evenings with us here at TVON, for the more kind of basic jewelry fans, for people who don't study gems or passionate about gems like you and I are, think about people who don't see the exotics. When you are wearing this out and about, just going about your day, enjoying your ring, can you imagine if you knew nothing about exotic gems, what would you think by seeing this? It doesn't look like anything else. You might think orange diamond. Orange diamonds don't look like this. Orange diamonds are really dull and dark compared to what we're seeing here with this bright, lively, it is neon. The word is really neon. It's an ultimate neon orange. Bright as can be, pink diamonds, which I just love how that softens it because there's something about it that works. The pastel pink around the bright neon orange, and then you get your white diamonds as well. In the rose and the white, stays as is. Of course, as far as gold color is concerned, let's make this a deal as well. I know it's a bigger, brighter stone. We're going to make it really easy because we're kind of comparing it, I think, probably back to the pear shape we had a few minutes ago. Let's make this really simple. I'm going to try it on. If you want to add a white or a pink diamond wonder ring, oh, that'd be pretty. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And it does have a $49.99 start price. Just FYI, it does. It's got that should be $49.99 deal. It's not going to be. We're going to blow it out right now. It's going to be, okay, let's just match it. End of the show, who cares, right? We got to make sure. Oh, I'm sure somebody cares. But that person is me wanting you to get a value where you're not having to choose based on the price tag. Make this, didn't I do this on the pear shape? What did I do, $14.99? Do it for $14.99. We're going to match it. We're going to make the round $1,499 right now. With pinks and white together. Oh my goodness. That is the ring right there. That is a good one. Isn't that pretty? Can you imagine that wonder ring? Think about it. Wonder ring, top, bottom, around it. Woo, that'd be good. That'd be good. So just tell us what size you need. Stays as is. There's a little bit of rose gold, a little bit of white gold. Let's see that up close one more time. You got that size reference there. Here's what it looks like. That is a bright, stunning, just want to just, I don't know, it looks like just fabulous. Looks like candy, doesn't it? So pretty. It is so, so, so pretty. So $14.99 on a really bright round, and I thank you so much for the requests here at the end of the night. We've got about 9 minutes left. We'll do a little morganite deal for you because we haven't had any morganite all night. Keep in mind, we do have that yellow diamond heart shape, so I'll recap that for you as well. And then do let me know if you want those Mandarin at $14.99. Let's show the heart shape because that's the one we got to recap because there are not too many 2 carat plus yellow diamonds left. Jess, did you get the cushion cut that we just had, the debut? Okay, so let's take a look at this 2 carat 09 heart shape. Yeah, and it's an overall 359 carat weight. Very, very nice. And it also happens to be one of those good old-fashioned, what are they doing discounts. We know better than destroying the diamond market, but that's what I'm here to do every night and day. And right now, we're going to make it happen for this yellow diamond, which has 22 points in the yellow diamond halo and another carat 28 in the white diamonds. Look at how they go side to side. See how wide and then tapers, and then everything is 18 karat solid gold. We even take a look at the inside. Look at how they finished. I love this. It's like, look at that. It looks fun from the inside. That kind of near finished vaulted design. It's like you've totally encapsulated the underside of the heart shape there with that gold. Isn't that great? It's so special. And it is one of our lowest prices ever on a 2 carat. I've been here a long time, but we haven't had a million 2 carat stones. So I tend to remember every single one of them because I can remember 15 items. When they're this important, this select, I can remember these. And so to have a 2 carat 09 and bring it under $10,000 is not supposed to happen. Who was shopping over there? Diane, I was hoping you'd say Diane. That means it was our requester, right? Wonderful. Thank you, Diane. Where's she calling from? Texas. Diane, we'll have it right up to Texas for you. I hope you love it as much as I do. And just who was shopping with you back there? Shirley. Shout out to Shirley. Shopping as well. Shout out for our shopper Shirley. Try saying that 10 times fast, but here we are at the finale, and I'm not going to make this $99.99 or $89.99. This is the deal. It is $359, all grand total, amazing piece. Heart shape, heart shape. Is it easy to get heart shape in anything? No. Yellow diamonds? No, it's a wasteful cut. The last thing you ever want to do is cut a heart shape. There are some lapidaries out there that will just flat out refuse to do it. So this is where it's extra special on that front, and we're going to make it better than even $89.99. It's Valentine's ready. Keep in mind, Valentine's Day is officially, I think it's countdown time. It's 3 weeks from today. 3 weeks. So keep that in mind when we're talking about a really, really good heart-shaped diamond. Something to celebrate. Something could be any occasion whatsoever. Birthday, anniversary, does not matter. This is one to own and love for a lifetime. Maybe it's just your love for yellow diamonds, and that's what the heart shape is going to signify. I'm all for that. It's not even $89.99 or $8,000. We're going to make this $79.99. And remember, the whole world's seeing it right now. So if you think that you got a long runway to pick it up, every time we put it up here, every time it gets another couple of minutes here or there of airtime, a lot of people are getting used to and accustomed to that value and seriously thinking about it and considering owning it. And I can't bring you another 2 carat heart-shaped yellow. That's the problem. That is it for our 2 carat yellow diamond heart shape. You are looking at it and it's a 209. So a really exquisite opportunity to get a huge stone. Remember what your total weight is, because I know we can't fit it up there. It's $359 in total. That's when you just start adding it all together. So it's got a lot of presence in every which way. And then you saw in the hand, it goes completely side to side. And I think we only have one of the Alexandrite deals left from that wheel. I think the cat's eye round is still here. So cat's eye Alexandrite, just want to point that out. I had this Mahangi. I'm going to show that one more time for you as well. I think you need to see that. And actually then I think we're going to be out of time. The 351 ruby also still here, and the 1614 Tanzanite that was here way early in the show, about 2.5 hours ago. Don't miss out on this 1614 elongated emerald cut. Wowza, there it is. That's it. 1116849 is your item number on that one. That is splendid. It's just, that's where words don't suffice. It's more of a like that. That's what that stone is. It's amazing. It's 1614 Museum Reserve, red flashes everywhere. Trillion cut diamonds, huge. They're 26.5 points each. And all that's happening. And this is not regular emerald cut. This is an elongated emerald cut. And that emerald cut is over 16 carats. Museum Reserve, you can tell why. And that one's down to $79.99. Hey, now, same price as the heart-shaped yellow diamond. So we got two amazing choices here for under $8,000. Two of our best. Two of the best combinations you can get are happening right now, whether you want the blue wing, black D, museum, reserve. So yeah, BW, BD, MR. That's it. In a ring, $79.99. Then you've got the yellow diamond, heart-shaped stone right over here. Also the same price, incredible values. Either way you go, I kind of like them together. I don't know, maybe those colors, you wear one on your left hand and one on your right hand. And my goodness, what a combination that would be. So those are two of our very, very, very best. I just want to flash this Mahangi as well because we only have about 2 minutes left. And this was one that I was a little surprised, stuck around past its first airing. It's a bright neon Mahangi spinel, pear shape at 30 points. It's got pink diamonds at 24 and also 50 points in white diamonds. That's down to $12.99. One only stays as is in the gold. That's a very, very important stone right there. And it's ultra neon. So if you'd like that one, just want to remind you, I'll try it on real quick. That's $12.99. There are very few Mahangis I've had historically. This is that one source Tanzanian spinel that's that hot pinky red. Very, very few Mahangi spinels at $12.99, but that one is. So that's item number 1122676 if you'd like to have it. Or just tell your operator, I'll take the Mahangi for $12.99. I know we're looking at the graphics for the Tanzanite, but just had to flash that because that's certainly, if $79.99 is not going to work for you, maybe you want to get something super exotic and rare and neon, but for $12.99, and that certainly gets it for you. So back to our two prizes here. These are the prizes of the night, and we would love to, obviously we'll be here for a couple minutes if you do have any questions that you'd like to ask about them, if you need any more specifics, or again, they're both going to be out there right in time for anything coming up. We can have them right out to you, right? These stay as is in their gold color. We just need to know your size. We do that very quickly, get it out to you in a matter of days. So huge values there at $79.99 a piece. And then don't forget, we're going to do this again tomorrow, but with all brand new jewelry for you. So I hope you can join us for our big Thursday. It's the same time, same place, 7 o'clock Pacific time is when we kick it all off. And that's 9 p.m. Central time. And that's 10 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope we'll see you all tomorrow. I hope so. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got some surprises for you tomorrow. Thursdays, you know, we're going to really, really make your Thursday a special one. So hope to see you all back here tomorrow for another 3 hours, 7 o'clock. Don't forget, be right here at the beginning because that's when some of my best values are brought out. And we'll be here for a few minutes to talk to you or answer your questions about those two items or anything else you saw tonight. And thanks again so much for being a part of this one on this Wednesday. We so enjoy your company. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you all tomorrow. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And we got a big weekend ahead as well. So Tucson week is here. Special things are happening. So we hope to see you back all week long. Thanks so much. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us at TVON. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you tomorrow at 7.